You can sit at the bar and watch planes land, and you can sit there and like the planes land so close to the beach that there's a fence you can run up and grab and hold on to it as the planes are taking off. And you're hit by the it's that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Thank you for the patience with our technical difficulty. Welcome to Thursday night. And you all know what time it is on Thursday night. It's time for Lords of Verathis, the Verathian Sagas. To my right over here, we have Ian. Ian, go ahead and tell us who you're controlling. What's your character?
I'm controlling the Drabaxi cat person, Nox, the ranger, and also Precarious, who's a monk. We'll see how he's doing.
He's a monk.
He's a monk.
A monk.
He's a monkus.
Monkos.
Exactly. So, across the way, we've got Deneb. Deneb, who are you controlling? Tell us about yourself.
I'm controlling Lena. She's a half-elf ranger. And in Deborah's absence, I'm also controlling Aurora, who's a Hesimar ranger.
All right. And now we move over to Tomas. Tomas, who are you controlling?
I'm controlling Roller Cilantro.
Cilantro.
Rogar Cilantro.
He's a dragonborn and he is sleeping right now.
He's a lord of spices.
He sells spices too.
All right. Too many spices. Too much of an evening. Across the table, we have Alex. Alex, who are you controlling for the evening?
I'm controlling.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Interesting name.
That's a different name.
What if I named him that?
Which is giving you
I'll be
that bomb.
controlling it.
I'm controlling Chiron. I'm a level 6, even though I wrote it down wrong. Wizard Necromancer. I have minions. I haven't named them yet, though, but I will. Tom, Bob, Eunice, and
Syphilis.
Syphila.
Okay.
And gonorrhea.
And gonorrhea. Across the table, we have Dane. Dane, who will you be controlling for the
I'm
evening?
controlling Darius Alred. I am a cleric, a furlog, I am chaotic evil, and I'm a rooster illusion. What? I'm a rooster illusion.
What does that even mean?
I will never be dressed the same. Ever.
Got a lot of clothes.
Damn.
That is too expensive. I
That
can't
is
do
a
shit
lot.
like that.
It's called peacocking.
Well,
I mean,
Okay.
yes and no.
peacock with your cockpit, I guess. How are peacocks not a euphemism yet?
You gotta look before.
You know what I mean?
They can jump pretty.
They kind of are. Just people who like dress up in like fancy clothes to try to get attention from
Yeah.
people.
No, that's,
Check out my
that's the term.
plume.
I'm just going to be disguising myself a lot.
That's good.
All right.
Cleric of truth.
And last but certainly not least, across from Dane, we have Eric. And Eric, who are you controlling?
So I control my character, half-orc, paladin, Oath of Conquest, Basilisk Cena, and I'm also controlling Ethor, Stone Crusher, Dash Cannon, the Goliath Rogue, and Chief Keith, who is the Dragonborn champion fighter. It's good times.
Oh, I didn't know the dragon was here. I forgot about that.
Y'all did.
Who's the dragonborn?
Damn.
I'm not alone.
Chief of Keith, right?
I should hang out more with him.
A double Dragonborn party.
Dragon
Triple Ranger.
Bros.
Dragon Bros. All right, so
Dragon Bjorn.
What?
Baby Bjorn.
as we pick things up from where we left off last week,
Yo, Dragon Bjorn, that'd be cool. Be a dragon bear.
you all
I do.
found yourselves
Nice.
I look so respected.
Are thought you were gonna say, who's so Jewish?
I do.
Sitting in the common room, the common area of your warehouse.
Oh, yeah, I only brought salt.
After a rather stressful and less than productive day, you gave Vakwil a rundown of what had transpired. Which could you guys run through one more time for me? What exactly it was you got done?
So, Basilic and Lena had gone and hired Doug, our furball peg-leg chef, who's also a murderer. Chef.
Chef?
My
name is Jeff.
He's our chef. And then after that, we
Can
came
we do a
back.
Cholo episode? That'd be so fun.
Guys, we're gonna do a Cholo episode.
I'm so sorry.
Knox is gonna fit
Tune in
right
on Cinco de Mayo for our Cholo episode.
Oh my god.
I hope that Cinco de Mayo
No,
is
cilantro
I'm
solo
looking
de
right
cholo.
now.
Let's face it.
Oh, damn it.
Margaritas,
Cinco de Mayo's
margaritas.
on a Saturday.
Fuck.
Yo, somebody clip that.
And then after that, I think Nox and Uthor went to the bounty board and collected a bounty for some like medium tier, not high tier. Nox was really
You were
insistent
going-
on trying to get a
The
dragon.
bounty was to investigate
No, not
disappearances.
No, he was.
The
No, I
bounty
thought
was
you
to
were trying
guys.
to not get the dragon.
Yeah, I don't think I was.
I think it was the other. It was who? It was Nox and Uthor, right?
Neither here nor there.
The bounty was to collect, or was to figure out, or was to investigate disappearances happening north of the city, at the base of Timbermaw Peak.
Disappearances where?
Northwest of the city, in the foothills of the Timbermaw Peak. Disappearances happening around what were listed as trade guild farms.
And then Aurora got possessed at the Arcanum Rectorum. And
The what?
I
The
forgot what
Arcanum
the fuck it's called.
Locomorum Rectorum.
There you
The
go.
Arcane Library, dude.
Arcane Library.
Jesus.
And these two got us banned from the Arcane.
No, it was because
Workshop.
of Deborah.
These two.
Bye.
Blame that on me.
You guys told her what went down.
He did it. It wasn't. It was him.
You got banned.
Blame the
You
many
got
shirted
banned
one.
from the Arcanum Emporium.
Yeah,
I think is what he's thinking of.
Oh, that's where you were thinking about that weird line.
yeah.
Victorian.
That old lady.
Victorian.
We got banned from physically being there, but not from trade.
You didn't get banned from doing business. As her assistant, some loud ass fucking heels up there.
Dad? No.
I'm not saying no.
Oh my god. Christ.
Who?
Bane.
Who's Bane?
Oh my god.
So
God.
we're getting
Let's
sidetracked,
face it.
guys. So
Okay. I need to get another bed alive.
you she got it. And then you set up the go between, or your next step was to set up the go between.
Correct. And we still have to hire a maid and possibly go check out that bounty.
Hey, do we have the a general contractor yet that's fixing this place up? Is all that being taken care of?
You guys you basically told what's his name, Angano, to go fuck himself when he offered to supply you with a general contractor.
No, I thought we got it done.
I thought we paid 10,000K for that.
Uh-huh.
You did?
Yeah.
We definitely paid for that.
Oh,
Before what?
I think the rest of you wanted to say go fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
That's
There
what
was
it
a
was.
grand majority of us that were like, nah, fuck that guy. And then Dane
Dang.
spearheaded us going, just do it.
It's all my money anyway.
This is both of y'all's money, both of you guys, and Rogar's.
I don't know.
I'm a pretty
Not
broke
even.
bitch right now. But that's okay, I don't need much. The Will of Bane. Gives me enough. Full sustain.
I'm in my gold carrot digibox.
So
All right.
After that, we're all just chilling at the. Vackle yelled at us pretty hardcore, so Vasil's kind of moping in the kitchen.
All right.
Yeah, I don't like that guy. Go ahead.
I'm a half-orc. I take things to heart.
I pick things up and put them down.
No, that's Uthor.
Oh, right. I'm loving this little, like, beat that plays in between the tune. Alright. So, as you all return, as we return to the game world, Vakwill is standing in the room and he's like, look, you all have clearly just I don't even fucking know. Look, the general contractor should be here today. We're gonna start work on the establishment. I've already talked to the foreman, giving him a little extra to keep things clandestine. So here's what you guys need to do. You need to find a maid, and you said you picked up a bounty.
Yes.
He takes a pork rind off the table and crunches on it. All right. Half of you can go on the bounty.
This one wants to go. I'm sleeping, but I want to go.
Rogar, I already slept. You're not in the room anymore, by the way. You're not in the room. You're like.
Oh, I'm sleeping upstairs.
Yeah, he sent you upstairs after farting.
Well, I want to go look for him.
I don't give a fuck who goes to deal with the bounty, but I'm telling you right now, you guys are on thin ice,
Oh shit.
both figuratively and literally.
What do you mean? It's frozen.
You're not on it literally. It's just figurative.
Oh. So say what we invest in.
The only thing keeping you guys afloat in this situation is the fact that you managed to figure out a way to do the majority of the tasks I'd asked you to do, just not in the way I asked you to do them. So, for the remainder of the things I've asked you to do, to infiltrate, to learn, to gather information for us. The rest of that, do that as clandestinely as you possibly fucking can. Otherwise, well, we don't want to discuss the otherwise right now.
So other than the pirates and the trade guild, what other areas are there to infiltrate per se?
That's for you to find out.
I know. This one knows.
I've got my job. You guys have yours. You figure out what you need to infiltrate, and then you infiltrate the fuck out of it.
Very well.
Alright. Now, I don't know. Do whatever the fuck you want until tomorrow. You guys have the night off. Actually, no. Fuck you. You don't have the night off.
Oh, okay.
Go find a maid.
Okay.
Why don't you go check the slums? I'm sure you can find some down on her luck prostitute who's willing to clean a place for money.
Another prostitute.
Is he still there?
And that he like turns around and he walks out the swinging door. into the main the ship bay of the warehouse.
This one is a proposal.
What's the proposal?
I need a few to come with me to take care of this bounty. Just get some extra coin on the side. But the real agenda is this. Let's find the finest, richest hotel in all of Mirkwood. And in the process, let's persuade one of their maids to join us, but in the process, perhaps maybe come up with some juicy secrets about some of their clientele in the process. There might be some leads out there. We might find some information, so to speak. We have enough coin to provide them. Hell, even 100 gold would suffice.
100 gold.
For the maid, just to
month.
entice them. Sure.
Here's
But
my
for the
problem.
information is what we need a down payment on.
My problem with that is that this guy Douglas is a bit of a pain. So if we pay the maid more than we pay him, no saying, but he might throw a
Then we pay her to keep her mouth shut.
Fear bonus.
And if she doesn't need her tongue.
We should have him talk to him because he's a furbog and Douglas is a furbog and they can
If
feel
need
both.
be.
They can feel both together and
We can make Doug happy. At the end of the day, even if we have to pay Doug more, we can make him perfectly happy.
This one thinks I was a bit speciesist, but that's okay.
If we're going to like a ritzy place.
Actually, in this sense, it is technically racist because you all are different races.
I'm just going to try.
Isn't you guys get paid like a lot more if just working at a ritzy place?
Perhaps we find not a maid per se, but maybe
I mean, the
Take these Doritos away from me, please.
With pleasure.
Thank you. Whew.
Here you go, get laid.
No,
Okay.
keep those shits away from me. I'm munching away over here. I need to be
Holy
speaking.
crap, man. You.
okay.
Yeah, I just realized I ate all that by myself.
Well, it doesn't hurt to try and check every ritzy kind of place to start.
But it makes sense, no?
Work our way down. The other things you could possibly look for is someone who looks down on their luck in the uptown, upscale area.
But what of use would they be to us?
Billy Joel
Of what
said
use
that.
would they
Is
be
Billy
to
Joel
us?
from the slums in this
We
scenario?
want information.
Yeah.
it can be.
We want someone reliable, someone that
Billy
will
Joel's
owe
from the
us
slums in
something.
real.
Why don't we
Yes.
just hire like 3 dozen orphans?
Yeah, like
Master
Mr.
Wis-
Chiron.
Yeah.
Wasn't that his
What?
name? Not
I
Chiron.
said.
Because they have tiny Verathians and they creep me out.
Chiron.
Like Andy.
Oh no, it was.
Yeah,
Either
Chiron
way.
with the little children.
But before.
Either way, we need to figure this out tonight.
It makes sense. It's simple. We go to the high-class hotel, and I get a couple of you to go join me for this this bounty. We split. It's simple, clean. Get it done by this evening. Who's with me?
What's the bounty again? Sorry.
You have to go investigate disappearances northwest of the city. At
Wow.
some trade guild camp.
What's
We plan on
Investigation.
traveling to a place that is established camp.
Yes, I could use another ranger.
At base, I can assume that that is going to be at least a half day's travel to get there.
Sure. So find our mate in between then.
I'm up to go investigate.
We could use a healer.
Maybe
I'll
we can use
investigate
my
in the city.
spell.
A lot of investigation.
You stay in the city.
Maybe we can use my
How much
spell.
are we getting paid for this bounty?
2,000 something.
Okay. I've like 2.4 million, man. I'm not going to see a reason to get up for a bounty. Sorry. At least my character's not. But
Because it could have something to do with the Pirate King.
Get on his good side.
We have no idea what this is about.
It is a
Stranger
trade.
girl-
It's a trade guild's camp. It's always good to be on their good side.
Exactly. All of us would benefit. It's not a mere
Especially
2,000
since
gold.
we
do we
probably
know if
those
the people are disappearing at the trade
the
guild's
porpoise
camp,
people have
above the
become
trade
here.
guild's camp?
They don't know we
No
can.
one knows. We just saw the piece of paper just like you did.
Mm,
Except
Well, how about this? We leave you to find the maid then, at however you see fit, and establishing a spy network would be handy as well.
okay.
And a couple of you guys go to this camp. Start now. Get a head start. Who's going to the camp?
This one.
I will go.
Who's going to the camp?
Who's
For the bounty. Who's going up for the bounty?
Is anybody staying behind other than me?
I'll go.
I'm sleeping, but I wanted to go, but I'm sleeping.
I'll wake up Rogar. Rogar, wake up.
Is he still exhausted?
He has not completed his second 8 hours of sleep.
Well, I'm waking you up anyways.
Yeah, I'm
You were probably like 3 or 4 hours out from a full long rest.
But he's down to 1 point of exhaustion? Because he had 2.
No, he needs to take the 8 hours to get down to 1.
Oh. Oh shit. What do you want to do? You're at half speed if you don't rest.
Taking
Well,
horses,
like-
most likely.
the what?
Most likely
Just don't
you
take away from the
horses, but in combat just don't have speed.
Yeah, I'm not. Whatever.
Just keep quiet and follow him.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to go with the team for the camp? Or you want to stay here?
Why are we doing this stay? Why are we doing this stay?
We're just gonna ask around town. Find out
Continue
what
our
we
search
can
for
find.
information.
If I say sleeping, then
You out of game. You lose a point of exhaustion if you sleep, because you're at 2. So you're not only you're at disadvantage for ability checks, but then
Yes, and move
you're at
style.
half speed too. So
it's worthless.
not necessarily.
You're not worthless. I mean, you are now
Even worse.
with 2 points of exhaustion, pretty much. But if once you get rid of that, it just means that you roll a disadvantage when you make your ability checks or saving throws, I believe. No, it's just ability checks. So that would be like doing things outside of combat, because attack rolls don't count as ability checks. So basically anything in terms of like social or like awareness or just like
Or knowing things.
or knowing things, like you're just it's like you got a hangover. It's like you have like a reasonable hangover, and so like
But when you're
and think
fighting
about it, like when
stuff-
you're reasonably hungover, the only thing you feel yourself capable of doing is like going to get like a fucking sandwich somewhere.
Yeah, I'm up. Whatever.
We can like leave him in there. From the sleep.
How many people can go on the bounty?
Oh, he said half of you. So, what do you? You've got like 11 people.
One,
So
two,
like, well, technically, I guess because Aurora's gone.
Well, if I say
Aurora's
so,
gone and
Rafi's
Rafi's
going
gone.
tonight.
Aurora's
If
gone
he
and
stays
Rafi's
sleeping,
gone.
will he be playing?
Rafi's
today or
gone. So
not?
that puts you down to 9.
If Tomas, like his character stays
Puts you down
sleeping-
to 8 because he's automatically staying. So, 4 people can go and 4 people can stay.
Well, listen. Why don't you go for the camp tomorrow morning? Let Rogar rest. And for the evening, we hit up the taverns, hit up what we need to in the city, get some information, maybe find our maid, maybe not. But at this point, we'd want to be at full force at that camp. We don't know what we're going to expect.
Then I'll
Yeah,
help with the
that's
maid
why I-
until then.
Hmm?
I said I will help with the maid until then.
Sounds good. I say we just go out. Rogar, you rest for the night. We'll hit the taverns for the night. Find what we can find. And in the morning, half of us will venture out forth. The other half will stay here and
Good deal.
What time of day is it?
It's about like it's just got dark.
Just got done?
It just got dark.
So we could even wait 4 more hours. You could travel there, be there at dusk, and be back by the next night if you want.
because so what
I
I'm
mean,
saying
at
is,
dawn, sorry. be
because
there
what I'm
by
saying
dawn.
is, if we leave like the people who aren't here as characters at the house and just say that they're like doing whatever is at the house that they need to, or like our warehouse that they need to take care of, and then it's just Basilic, your character, like us 6, simply go to the camp. No Uthor, no Chief, no Brick. We'll just leave the other half here. Say they're doing whatever, and then that way at least all 6 of us just go do something. So we stay the night here, and then in the morning do the bounty. But at night we take advantage of the fact that it's night. Go out to the tavern and see what we can get.
For the maid, right?
So that way, there's no reason to punish someone who's here, like not being able to
That makes sense.
partake. You know what I'm saying?
Let's punch someone's out here.
Yeah. Like
Alright.
Uthor.
Like fucking Uthor.
Cunt. I mean.
Whoa! Hey!
There's a C-U-N-T, as in
Watch your
not the bad word.
Hey, Ian.
It's Doritos.
Ian, watch your fucking language, okay?
Yes, me know.
Holy shit, this is a fucking family show, asshole.
Oh, this just got banned. Sorry, guys.
Lords of Verathis is shut down.
Forever.
For frequent use of the word fuck.
That would happen.
Yeah.
And
Well, we're mature. We're a mature channel.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. We're good. We're covered. We're covered.
Alright.
Alright, so what are you guys doing? You guys are gonna spend the rest of the night sleeping and,
Well, no, Basilic's gonna hit up,
We're gonna go to tavern.
yeah, I said we go to a tavern and look for maid, kind of mingle, get to know people, perhaps.
Okay.
Make connections.
where are you going?
I don't want to go to the slums, but I don't want to go to necessarily the ritziest part of town.
We'll find like some kind of like
Maybe like a workman's area, or like somewhere by like a trade specific area where some of the more business people look to be going, or something like that. A more well-to-do, respectable place, but
I'll
not,
trade in some of my apple juice.
not like super upscale.
He inhaled that. He literally inhaled that.
Formaldehyde.
Yeah.
Are you guys all okay?
Ow. Wait, I second your motion. It's fine. Because that way, Tomas is not having to play.
All he'll miss out is talking to people at a bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about you.
Yeah. You're not supposed to write just.
He just sits there like this.
That's basically what he did.
Burps fire.
Acid.
yes.
No, he breathes fire.
Yeah.
That's your thing. That's your dragon.
Yeah.
Dad, in the middle of the street.
God damn it! Alright.
Got some meatballs?
Here we go.
Cilantro. Like bear. Also.
Andrew's sucking his thumb.
So we head to the bar.
Yeah.
Alright, so who is going to the bar?
Probably all of us.
Yeah.
Minus
Everybody except for
Sleeping
Rogar.
person.
You guys leave
I'll
me
stick
alone?
back too.
Rox is staying behind.
No.
Bunch of people there.
I'm leaving my zombies there too.
Great. They're gonna try to eat me.
So Chiron is going, but he's leaving his zombies.
Yeah. I'm not gonna bring zombies to a bar. That's
Didn't
so-
Lena's going,
Yeah.
Basilic's going, and Darius is going.
Is Nox going?
Okay, so it's 4 of you. Okay, so 4 of you are gonna go.
Keep a lookout.
Los cuatro.
I'll keep an eye on Douglas.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also my zombies are there too.
Fair enough.
So in case you need
Also, I'm sleeping.
Actually, in case you need help, you can command them, and I won't be there.
I'll just scratch him.
Stop it!
Who's talking?
This one doesn't like
Cook.
it.
Our crippled cook. You and Nox can play Yahtzee.
I brought Skipo.
Oh,
No reverses.
So boss's face.
Alright, guys.
So we head out. We got a good charismatic group here, right? Like, you guys got some good charisma.
So you all step outside of the warehouse into the cool night air of Merkmeyer Cove. It, guys,
Huh?
it's a little out of sorts for you as you're used to Merkmeyer air being hot and sticky. As its close proximity to the swamps and its location in the southern portions of the continent make it, a little bit balmier, especially with the river delta to the north. It all just sort of
Is balmy warmer or colder?
warm.
Balmy. It's like clammy.
It's like there's like a lot of moisture in the air.
Mas humido.
Moist.
But as you step out into the night air, it's almost like that stickiness suddenly just drops like 10-20 degrees, and now you feel like the dew growing on your arms and exposed portions of your skin to be something more of a slight chill. You proceed out around the sides. You walk up, you walk around to the street. You see, as you stand on the corner, the familiar blood stains and singe marks left from the battle that you participated in the night before. Where are you guys gonna go?
We're gonna go to like we're not gonna go to like where the lords drink, but we're gonna go to where the merchants drink.
Okay. Go ahead and Darius, you can roll a history check. The rest of you, I would like to roll investigation checks.
19.
19, okay.
Not one.
Oh my
Natural one.
That's 17.
Yes.
That's a 17
I got a 12.
and a 12. Okay. So, Haron, you, like, when you guys are standing on the corner, you're like, oh, where should we go? You're like, in your head, you're just like, no fucking clue. Lena, you, from your time spent in the area, you gather that a good place to go might be the Southern Bazaar, as that's where a lot of the people from out of town tend to go. That's where the captains might be meeting and things of that nature. Foreign individuals. Basilic, you are convinced, absolutely convinced, that you should go back to the Ravaged Lady. Because that was a classy establishment, in your opinion. Oh, Ian!
It's Tomas.
Tomas!
I'm not that much of an alcoholic.
I'll tell you right now.
You're both tall.
We have to go to Ravage Lady. It was hands down the best place on the
We're
planet.
gonna disagree.
Can you possibly?
Prostitute said no.
I mean, I'm just.
Prostitutes say yes.
It was impressive.
Thomas. Ian, do you mind?
Right. I
So,
respect you now.
however, Darius,
Reds.
as you're listening to them speculate, you're like, the locals drink in the northern market. Like, they either hit the northern market or they hit a bar on the edge of Old Town. And you know this bar very well, as your previous patrons were frequent visitors there. The bar is named the
Flaccid Flagon. Sorry.
God, that's such a good bar name.
That is, yeah.
Got Whiskey Dick, you go to the Flaccid Flagon.
I think you go there to get whiskey, Dick.
That's it.
And that is the name of tonight's establishment.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. He even erased it and changed it.
Got him.
Oh, that's
Mark down my history.
gold.
I used to work at the Flaccid Flag.
I would
Hey, man, we all had to pay for college somehow.
Fucking gold, man. Oh, yes.
I like the implication that you're waving your flaccid penis around for money in that bar. Listen, that's a lot less expectation that you need, like, pressure, you know? You don't have to do anything.
Don't expect anything. I'm here for a reason. It's not that.
Alright.
We have like
As
a
much
lot
as
of
I would
fire
like-
inside just to make it extra flappy.
As much as I would like to go
Jesus
to
Christ.
our...
Yeah, holy fuck. Alright. Yeah, oh sorry,
It's
Darius.
like we probably don't want to go to that bar. So as much as I'd like to go to my old establishment where I used to frequent, you don't want to be noticed.
Called
at
the
same
Flaccid
time.
Flagon.
Called the Flaccid Flagon. Great.
Aren't you
place.
gonna be in costume though? Thank you, sir.
True,
You can be disguised.
true story. Off to the Flaccid Flagon.
I still.
Incognito.
Is there
I still
by the way,
think
is there
we
a
should go to
coaster
Ravage.
somewhere on the table? That's like not in use?
You got little chamois.
Yeah, but I got a cup. Could I get the one under?
There you
Can you switch that out with yours? Or you know what? No, fuck it.
I mean, it's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
Except it's a little bit classier for our viewers.
Yeah, and yours is hidden behind
I
the
still
dragon.
think
Don't bring the viewers into this, Ian.
we should go to
Sorry,
the Ravage Lady.
fourth dimension.
I'm just
Didn't
throwing
mean
out there whatever. I
It's a
know
low
I'm-
blow.
I'm out rude here, I guess.
just-
Flaccid Flagon.
You like prostitutes.
Hashtag whiskey dick.
I like him too.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
like dirty
is that?
sex.
Actually, that makes me want more at what you do to these prostitutes.
Yikes, man.
Let's not actually
Let's
worry
just
about
go-
it.
Let's just go to the.
I'm preening right now.
We'll go to the Flaccid Lagoon or whatever.
Class of like
The flaccid flagon.
I know.
That's not a nice.
Oh. This flaccid lagoon place or
Because
whatever.
he was so dead set on wanting to go to the Ravaged Lady, so he's just kind of like.
There might be prostitutes there too that don't have fleas in their vagina.
That's
It keeps you on
Oof.
your toes.
Oh, that made it
But
worse.
their Wookiee might be
a little
clean.
bit of spice.
My sister calls it that.
Yeah, so the spice is not with us.
What's a Wookiee?
Exactly.
You know
Good
when you
point.
have
What's a
clean
vagina?
vag-
That's a better question.
Women don't have that. They have a Wookiee.
All right. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Taiwan's language.
guys,
Damn.
guys, let's stay focused here. So,
I go off to the plastic flag and we go.
all right. So,
I guess so. But
with Darius leading the way, you all make your way down out the southeastern bridge, leading from or actually, no. You go north. You go north through the temple district, and as you walk, you see that. Well, actually, everybody roll perception check.
ooh, that's a 4.
18.
22.
Who rolled under a 10? Okay, you guys don't notice shit.
Okay.
However, for the rest of you, the other two of you, you take note of the fact that as you walk through the temple district, it's the places of worship that used to be here. These like, what you could tell at one point were just beautiful churches, and you see these massive temples off in the distance that mark like the centers of the district itself. But what sits around you are these nice, but as you can see now, very dilapidated churches that have just been seemingly abandoned.
Do I see any like temples of Bane or anything similar to that?
You don't notice shit. But for Darius and Lena, it's very empty here. The few people that you do see appear to be beggars of sorts, just holing up in these old places for the purposes of a shelter. However, Darius, you, as you walk, you take note of a few people seemingly walking in unison. Dark, yet seemingly multicolored robes draping their bodies as they walk in unison, a slight chant whispering from their lips as they move. And they're off in the distance, and they turn a corner before you can really get a good look at them. But you do notice them.
I cast divination to ask my god what happened here.
What do you mean?
Divination is a spell where I talk to my god and ask them. It's a prayer, sorry. I get to ask
Okay,
them
what are the spell
question.
details on that? How long does it take to cast?
Divination means telling the future.
In terms of Harry Potter. But I say, actually, yeah, I guess in real life, because it's
To
divining.
divine something,
Yeah,
to
you're
find
right.
out something about
You're
what
right.
happened.
You're right, I'm
Casting
wrong.
time
I'm
is
sorry.
one action. Your magic and an offering put you in contact with a god or a god servant. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to improve within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading. And you make that roll in secret for the random reading.
Okay, so, but in terms of doing it right now, it's 100% good to go?
Yeah, he just does it.
Okay.
The count
So, yeah, so you cast Divination.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to do it? This is a specific way that you utilize to channel and speak with mask specifically. How do you do it?
Like the last time I did it, I flipped a coin.
Okay.
And I'm gonna flip a coin and then proceed to ask.
Okay. So you flip the coin.
But you're gonna get more than like a yes or no.
And as the coin somersaults in the air, you ask your question. And what's your question?
What has happened here? Like, what has caused religion to fail in this location?
And the coin flips through the air and begins tumbling towards your hand, and as it passes in front of your face, it slows to a halt. Moving ever so slightly as it does. And you see that the faces upon the coin, those embossed with what appear to be dragon faces and the face of a scruffy-looking individual that you recognize as the Pirate King. Those faces begin to shimmer and fade to a black smokiness as the coin stops, and you see one of the faces facing you, and it begins speaking to you. Religion faded from here due to the loss of the faithful.
Okay.
They were driven out by the pirates and their debaucherous ways. The good God-fearing people of what once was Murkmire have all but disappeared. Those that remain live exclusively in what you refer to as Old Town. Those are the remnants.
I can like only half hear you.
Yeah, so can I. So,
First pint with that same coin.
as
Apparently, God speaks parcel tongue.
what little religion remains here is relegated to those of a more chaotic or dank and dark persuasion.
Plus 5 million. Alright.
And as the coin, as the face that was looking at you crests just out of your vision, you see the face underneath is returned to gold, and the coin continues to flip in real time and hits your hand.
We should be on our way.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's go.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. That's not going to really change anything at the moment.
So you all continue over the northwestern bridges into the central market. You walk across the streets, heading north, passing the grand elevator to your right, still in operation even at this late hour. You hear the chains eventually fading as the grand platform raises and lowers. You continue along your route until you reach the bridges on the northeastern side of the district that lead into Old Town, where you cross and head into the district itself. There's the first thing you notice is just how well lit it is in this district. There's lamp lights all over the place. It seems like, and there's a seemingly well-maintained guard force that moves around. You see patrols of 2 or 3 guards moving at regular intervals as you move through. But there's you don't really have any issues. You continue moving east until you reach the very eastern edge of the district, and as you look left and right, you see that to your left is one of the bridges leading over to the northern market, and you recognize this area as about another block or two over is the location of the Flaccid Flagon. Hold on, I need to blow my nose. Sorry, stream. Guys, talk amongst yourselves.
As we're walking there, I explained to you that like I had got quick with my god, and explained to you guys that like just in case we didn't know, like God has pretty much left this town. Gods have left this town. There's no longer any holy worship. It's only evil, pretty much.
Nice. Oh my god.
Evil reigns in this town at the moment.
Evil is his one and only name.
Every villain is lemons.
Evil in his mind there are no
I don't think anybody here is gonna get that reference. Maybe, yeah, Deneb would probably get that.
Every village is lemons.
So, as you all
No comprendo.
you all continue up to the next block, you find yourselves standing outside of an establishment that is waterfront. There is a second level with a porch overlooking the water where you see people engaged in all sorts of debauchery.
You're that cat!
And the door sits slightly ajar, and the sounds of revelry echo through it. So you all, what are you guys doing now?
I walk in.
Okay, so you proceed through that open doorway and are immediately hit with the, with just the sheer, just the magnitude of how much partying is going on in this place, and just the sounds, the smells, the sights. It's all bright. It's all in your face. If I could... Hold on. Sorry. I'm gonna get you guys some music for this. Here we go. Oh yeah. This is what you hear. This is royalty-free tavern music.
This sounds like music that would be in like a haram.
So.
A harem. Sorry, I said it. I intend to say it more like an Arabic.
There's you see as you walk inside pirates, merchants, dock workers, farmers, all of the like. Ones who appear to be somewhat well off to be able to afford this place, but they're laid out on couches. They're gallivanting on the dance floor. They're engaged at the bar in hearty conversation. A large set of steps extends off to your left, which you assume leads off to the second level, as well as the porch overlooking the canals. So, yeah, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna head over to the bar.
I'm looking to see if maybe I notice any other like half orcs in the room.
Okay, roll perception check, and Darius is going over to the bar. Hold on. We'll see what he rolls first.
I rolled 14.
A 14. You do see that there are other half-orcs in this establishment. There appears to be a couple who appear to be acting as a sort of bodyguard for a well-off looking individual enjoying themselves. You also see a couple that appear to be fairly well off themselves. A couple laid out on the couches. They're enjoying grapes fed to them by scantily clad ladies who appear far more attractive than those located within the ravaged lady in the slums.
I look over at Chiron. This place is much better than the other place. What was I thinking? I'm gonna keep the half orcs that are like seem well off and getting fed. I'm gonna keep them in mind because I can come back to them.
Okay. You also wait. You're keeping an eye on the ones who are the bodyguards.
No, the ones who are getting fed grapes.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
I'm just being like
That's like one in particular is being fed grapes. So the others are like they're participating in the revelry at the bar. Like they've got like fucking chickens in front of them, and they're just like
I'm just curious because I'm Basilic might try to interact.
Yeah. They're fucking chickens.
I'll meet up with Darius at the bar at that point after scoping them out.
Silly half-orcs.
Are there people like you said there are men, like people like patrons who are here?
Yeah.
Like, is there anyone who's by themselves?
You mean a person who's not like
Not working.
participating? Like who's
not participating in a hooker.
like so when you say somebody who's by themselves, you mean somebody who's just drinking alone?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
These people are like kind of not affluent, but not like poor.
Yeah, I mean this like
Like
from
they
what
would
it was
maybe
des-
know how I could find a maid.
Yeah, like these are the people who are like the. What'd you roll?
I rolled a nat one.
Good
All right.
job, dog.
That's perception check.
Yeah. I go blind.
No.
You spot out of the corner of your eye, an individual who's sort of standing off by themselves. They have a very sort of like gruff look on their face. They don't really seem to be participating at all in anything, but they seem like they're dressed well enough. They're wearing like leather style clothing, so you know that they're pretty well off if they can afford to have leather on. But you gather that this might be the person you want to talk to.
I guess we go talk to him.
All right, so you walk up to the guy, and he's just sort of standing there on the, like leaning on the wall. What do you say to him? Oh, by the way, you do take note of the fact that this is a half-orc gentleman. He's rather muscular, and he's just sort of leaning against the wall, looking at you. As you walk up, what do you say?
I thought
Hello. Hi, Poppy. Hello.
Oh, guys, we have Deb here! Hey! Actually, wait. Why don't we put her down here, where the dice box is?
Okay.
Because that way she can see the map if any battle stuff
Who's
happens.
coming in?
Deb's here.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, we got her Skyped in. So guys, we have Aurora here this evening.
Can she see? I can't tell if she can see.
Is there a way to roll better, like anything else?
Can you see?
I see Tomas, but
No. Oh.
What's up?
Can you put her on that?
Roll 21.
Guys, for the next few weeks, Deb is going to be
It's gonna be hard.
working down in the big TX. Hi,
It's
Deb.
just me now. It's just you.
So she's gonna be Skyping in for our sessions.
She has to point towards all of us. We should probably put her over here. Can I have her?
I'm to you.
Sorry.
Yeah, but what can you see right now?
Grab the back.
I think we're gonna have to kind of come to terms with the fact that you're probably not gonna be able to see all of us all at once.
That's it.
So you guys, you go up to the guy and you say what? You say hello, friend.
Yeah, why not? I say hello.
He just looks at you and he's just like, hello.
Why are you're drinking alone?
He's like holding the mug and he's just like, yeah, that's right, I'm drinking alone. What of it?
Do I see him?
I'm drinking alone.
No, you went up to the bar to talk to the bartender. So you're still doing that.
Maybe we can drink alone together.
He just kind of
This isn't a
swings
gay
at
thing,
you.
by the way.
It is. Totally.
Do you say that in character? This is not a gay thing.
Why not? I haven't decided if my character's gay or not.
Hey,
All right.
it's a journey.
Is it Journey?
So so he's like,
Figure this out.
he's like, I don't form any judgments about that sort of thing. He's like, I can't really talk right now. I'm kind of working.
What do you mean?
I'm a bouncer here.
No touch.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, just kidding. I didn't touch it. He might hit me.
You realize now that the leather things that you saw him wearing that you thought were fancy was just leather armor. As he has like a billy club like shoved into his belt.
Is it his where?
His belt.
Oh.
And his tushy? No, I'm joking.
Yes. You see him with a billy club up his ass.
Do you live in this area?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I live in the slums.
Oh.
Bye.
Hi, Dad. No, I'm joking.
Why do you ask?
Well, I am new to the city. I've been trying to.
I gotta do my half orc lower exposed jaw. I got my two teeth.
I'm very new to the city. I've been trying to arrange to have my, to hire all that I need for my house, and maybe I suppose you said you're from the slums, but that includes a maid and all these different things. Do you maybe know of anybody who's looking for work?
How much you paying?
It was 100 gold a month.
No, for a maid? Are you trying to hire him as a maid?
Maybe.
Of course he
Do you
is.
want to hire him as a maid?
I'll hire him.
Well, ask him what he makes.
Well,
That's rude.
that's not my
Our base is
plan.
16.
Quiet you. You're in a box.
I want to use the fucking spell suggestion. I've been trying to find a way to use this spell.
Try
Hold that.
and smile so much.
50 gold
50 gold for what?
a month.
50 gold
Which
a
I
month?
imagine is probably more than you're getting here.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Wait,
Make him smile. Hey, can we give us a
we can give you an extra $50 gold. Gold.
Actually, he only has one exposed tooth.
I like it.
I can up that to 100 for you. If you would also get us intel.
100 gold for a month?
I don't know.
Per month? 100 gold per month?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Alright.
We were gonna pay 100 gold.
We'd kill him in the end.
I only do muscle work.
Do you have a sister?
What?
What is this one doing?
He's by himself, guys! Don't talk!
I don't want to order for him.
What do you... So... What?
You or
They're
your
poor,
sister?
remember that.
They're poor, yeah, that's true. I'm trying to figure out how to use this spell suggestion, but I can't figure it out because he's like a
You
brave.
can personally pay him out of hot pocket for 100 months.
Dapper, what are you doing?
No,
I'm Snapchatting that final dungeon.
would you be interested in trying something new?
Gave on
Expand your horizons, yeah? And then I cast a spell suggestion. Okay. I'm trying to. It's supposed. Because the thing is, like, I'm supposed to word it in a way that makes it sound. I get you. Like something that could happen. What does it say? Like the suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. You know. Come
You're making this pretty weird.
Make more money. Whatever. I'm my charisma's not actually that high.
We know.
My charisma's
By the way, the spell lasts for 8 hours.
until
He's out.
it happened, until like whatever I suggest happens, and then it ends.
No, he's suggested for 8 hours.
No, it says
That's
right
the
here.
spell duration. It lasts for duration.
Yeah, but if he says yes,
Yeah, but then he'll also realize at the end that he had a spell cast
no,
on
it doesn't.
But he
It
signed
doesn't
a
mention that
contract.
at all. If he knew that the magic happened to him, then it would say so because it says so in Friends. It says so in all these other spells. Just the character knows that you are that you charmed him. He doesn't. He wouldn't know. All I have to do is suggest to him for him to say yes. And then
Are you trying to roofie this poor bouncer?
Yes.
Is it bouncing?
Yeah, but whatever. So we'll have a buff maid. I'm cool with that as a homosexual, but I mean.
As a cat person, I have nothing to say right now.
Yeah, I don't even feel like suggestion was necessary there.
It wasn't.
Well,
I just
I
wanted
could
to
pay you 100 gold.
He's already buying into it. He's like 50 gold, and you're like, yeah, I'll give you 100 gold for what?
I'm
Okay.
giving him 100 gold. He already was agreed to 50. Well, kind of agreed to 50 gold to pick clean.
He agreed to 100 gold to do muscle work.
No, that's not at all what I said.
But that's what he said.
It's what he said. He said, I only do muscle work.
Okay, I would have a muscle.
Just say bye.
With his snaggletooth hanging out. His lower jaw snaggletooth.
Maybe I would say really even
I did not ever listen to the cat.
Gum, if you want.
Yes.
Gum. We are guards.
Thank you.
I don't
We
know.
got strong. There's a lot of strong.
I'm gonna leave my zombies every time. My zombies die.
Hey, whose iPad is this?
That's my
Eric's.
surface.
Oh, your service. Could we turn the brightness down on that?
It looks fine.
No, on stream it's like a.
I mean, okay.
I don't know.
Come down.
I'm trying to suggest to him to expand his horizons and be the name.
Okay, so he needs to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
What's the DC?
14.
Yeah, you kind of just go
Yeah.
you pass your hand over his face and you're like, expand your horizons. And
But like naturally, like it's not like I'm like doing a weird Jedi.
yeah, you do it, and he kind of looks at you. He's like, I only do muscle work.
Oh, I guess you
And he blinks at you momentarily, and then he's like, he glares at you a little bit. He's like, I only do muscle work,
okay. Well,
but I'm still open to working for you. If the gold's that good.
Could use a guard.
Yeah, why not?
it would just be a guard that stayed there.
He does muscle work. He'd still be a dockhand.
Yeah.
He picks things up and puts them down.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
100 gold a month for muscle work.
That was on my inner thoughts, by the way. Just go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no. Hold on. I said 100 gold for work and also for getting us intel.
All right. I think I can do that for you. What kind of intel do you want?
Who are the movers?
Slums intel, because that's probably where the pirate guys are and stuff.
Who are the movers and shakers?
Who are the movers and shakers? What?
Yeah, you're not there, guys. Guys, don't tell him what to say.
I don't know what to say.
You instigated this
I
whole
know,
thing.
but I'm shitty at this.
Well, I mean, come on, man. You gotta tell me what you're gonna say. I don't know what you're gonna ask him.
Whatever,
Where's your-
slum stuff then.
What does your character need to do right now?
5 fucking spells.
Alright, what does your character need to do right now to help the party progress?
Buy spells.
Alright, then don't hire him.
I don't know. I don't really understand your question.
What did he say?
I'm here.
There was a list of prerogatives we had when we set out.
Yeah, buy me.
That's a better question.
And
What?
5
Did they say grants or maybe
Spy
Your
network.
D20's right here, buddy.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
Spy
you
Network
stole it.
in where?
No, you bounced it.
Spy Network could be anywhere.
Fucking whole city, it's a spy network.
Okay, fine, yeah. Slums.
like
Spying.
Game of Thrones, Lord
Well,
Where are you?
Because that's where you're from, yes?
yeah. Roll a persuasion check.
I'm not here. You're not here either.
I just wanted to know what I meant.
Wait, what? I can sense he's. Oh, he's not.
No one.
Oh, hey, we got a follower, guys. Woo! Hey!
one dies,
When did that
some
happen?
are born.
I rolled a 2.
You're missing
Your
something.
dice
You're missing your
are
D4.
Oh, that's the one I'm missing.
Let's see.
Or whoever.
Thank you. You solved
NKE Gaming, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That was 30 minutes ago. Thank you for the follow, NK Gaming. Sorry for the late uptake on that. Thank you.
Thank you for saying that Rogar is your favorite character too.
So
It's like a very close first.
all right. So sorry. What did we decide to do?
I was like, what are you doing?
You told me to roll a persuasion check.
And what'd you roll?
A 2.
A 2?
That was
Two?
Floor rolls don't count.
No, it was really a 2.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
You did it on purpose.
He's like, all right.
Good job.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If you want to get good intel in the slums, the urchins are the way to go.
So, means no.
Are you
My people.
not an urchin?
I am not an urchin. An urchin is a street child.
That's fun.
Okay.
Here's one.
An urchin!
Ooh, that's a Nazi.
Boy.
It's a little
Oh, no.
Aryan urchin.
That was actually left over from Sunday's game. That is the character for Jerry, the halfling monk.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Tragedy party.
It looks like Draco.
The running joke is that he's a little boy.
Oh, it
It's
is
so,
not a
I,
little boy?
you know, as a Jewish person, I feel very powerful right now.
Holding a tiny Aryan child in your hands.
Oh, that's gonna trend.
Where are your caps now?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah.
that's what he tells
I
you,
spit him into the fire.
Jesus.
Alex.
Huh?
That's what he tells you. Is that the urchins are the way to get intel.
Okay.
Say bye.
I'll buy him a drink. He was nice. He was nicer than his face told me it would be.
All right. So, where do I need to meet up for business?
Oh, we hired him? I thought he was.
That's
He
coming out of
agreed
your
to be
pocket.
hired?
Yeah, he said for 100 gold a month he'll be hired muscle for you.
And
I said 50
Fine.
gold a month. He's not giving me any intel. for
He
the
said
extra
he did, as he had said multiple times 100 gold a month, to which you have not said no.
50. I did say no. Whatever. Fine. Okay.
All right.
What's 100?
It's like, all
Your
right,
money.
where do I go? I don't even know what your name
I
is.
think you could pay him for 100 months right now.
Yeah?
So you're gonna give him 10,000 gold?
No, I'm
Well,
not
I'm just
giving.
saying, theoretically.
Oh, okay.
Boy. Oh, it's not only boy. It's boy 14 or 47.
some medieval.
All right, so
I guess I gave him the address to our.
you describe where in the temple district the warehouse is. Holy shit.
Bless you, man.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And also with you.
He rolled a nat one.
It's not
Swallow it.
everywhere.
Here, take this Aryan boy away from me
Very
before I do something
Burn
bad
him.
to him.
Alright, so while Chiron was doing that, Darius, Vasilic, and Lena were all at the bar.
You guys need to hurry up because it's already 11. We haven't actually done anything yet today.
Jesus.
No, it's not.
The fuck?
It should be.
It's 10 o'clock.
Just saying. We've been here since 8.
We're gonna start the
At this
stream
rate, it'll be
till
11,
9.
and you'll have your second drink.
Didn't start the stream till 9.
I don't know how you. I don't think you know how time works. You just got
Well, I am an alcoholic.
Back in the day.
Well, he does make a
11.
point. We kinda need to hurry this
Daylight
up.
savings
Before the
I'm just
war.
saying, because the whole
Yeah.
premise of this was so you can save him time, and I thought I would take a bullet with him.
All right, so here we go.
Let's speed this process up.
Let's go drink. Let's go to bed.
So you tell the guy where to go. He's like, by the way, what's your name?
Tomas.
You're telling him that your name is Tomas.
No, my name is Fairone.
All right, Hyrone. He puts his hand out. That's like it for a handshake. He's like, I'm my name is Achu. No,
Oh, what? I was literally about to.
Brother of a sneeze.
I'll hold on to his hand like just a tiny bit longer than is comfortable for him.
So we give it like
my name is Bugrum.
bug run.
Oh, I'm not as interested.
Bugrum.
anymore now.
You have one tooth. Did that give it away?
I can pass over a lot if you've got nice muscles.
All right, so
What is he
Jesus
doing?
He's
He's
like
hard
muscle.
muscle.
I know.
he's like, now,
There's
to be
never been
perfectly
more muscle.
honest with you, I'm Gonna sneeze. Sorry, guys.
Should we call the ambulance?
Matt has allergy issues. That's the name of tonight's episode. The Verathian Sagas, the one where Matt has sinus issues. I'm gonna need to get half now, if you don't mind. I've just met you, and you're offering to give me employment. I'm currently in a shift. Can I end this shift actually before I come and meet up with you guys?
Yeah.
All right. Well then, how about half now? I finish.
A quarter of it. I'm not 20.
That's fine. Yeah, 25 gold. That'll do.
Okay, I give him 25 gold.
All right. He takes it. He hoists it in his hand. He's like,
Because I'm a Jew.
Nice.
Jews are not ever
You're a wizard.
"You're a wizard.
I'm a Jew first, okay?
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Hyrie."
You know, there are no
Jew,
Jews
you're a Jew,
in
huh?
the Harry Potter world, and I'm
You don't know
offended.
There's a gay man.
Okay.
And he's the most
Jews
back to
powerful.
us.
Exactly. He's probably Jewish too.
That would be the best case scenario.
Dumbledore. Actually,
So
no.
his nose.
Toby is a Jew?
Dobby is a Jew.
Eric Lyncher.
Mr. Potter Boyvane.
That's true. Very
Not
true.
to
My
it.
apologies. Take that back.
He's the bad guy.
Jesus, I would roll shit.
So you give him 25 gold. Now we go back to the bar, where Darius and Basilic, right?
And Lena.
And Lena are all standing. You walk up to the bartender, and what do you guys say? By the way, the bartender is a stout-looking bugbear with like literally like 5-foot arms.
A bugbear is a monster.
Ma'am?
Imagine like Chewbacca with less hair.
Saul Chewbacca. You.
No, not
Imagine-
bald, not
imagine,
bald,
like-
but just like not like just fluffy and crazy.
Imagine
just like
like
very like
Bjorn
close
from
cropped.
Hobbit.
Imagine Beast, but with like Chewbacca colored hair.
Actually, yeah, like a blonde version of Beast,
Yeah.
but like also like arms that extend almost like to the ground. And this guy's standing behind the bar, passing out drinks like from 5 feet away.
You just described an orangutan, by the way.
Well, you described
Bugbears are like
I
orangutans.
saw a picture of
You
them.
just described Kelsey Grammer.
Hey, topical humor.
Do you have anything in the elfin variant?
He looks over at you. He's like, "Elven what?
Elven wine, perhaps?
Elven wine?
Right here.
Oi!" He turns around. He's like, "Oh, actually, unfortunately, I don't have any elven wine. I only have wine from an old vintage. It's gone out of circulation. It's called what was this?" And he pulls it up and he looks at it and he's like,
Snort rocket.
"The Verdes Vineyards." He's like,
Here's a blessed flag and we live to abide.
"It's 2 gold a glass." It's like a small keg too, but there's like like emblazoned on it is like a V with like almost like cascading like grapes off of it.
Feminine or masculine?
I'll buy the bottle.
The whole keg.
Jesus.
Yes.
Get it.
That'll be 30 gold pieces.
Buy it.
All right. He pops it down in front of you, and it's about the size of like a mini keg of like Heineken. He's like, and he puts his hand out and like just sort of like he's like, 30 gold now.
I give him the 30 gold.
You drop it. I'm like, all right.
And then...
Thank you for your patronage.
You're welcome. I was also wondering if...
He goes to turn away. He's like, what?
You got a little bit of information. We're looking for some hired hands. Particularly a maid and maybe some...
He puts another hand in front of your face and goes like this.
Flip him another coin.
What do you flip him?
A platinum.
You flip him a platinum. He catches it. He's like, he like pulls it up and he like looks at it. He's like,
Jesus Christ.
Scared the shit out of me.
he's like, he's like, he looks at it. Guys, stop. He looks at it and he's like, who are you looking to hire on?
Well, we're particularly looking for a maid and a few just handymen, gophers.
Alright. Beatrice! Get your ass out here!
Jesus.
And like stumbling through like the double doors that lead into the kitchen, you see this large, like clumsy, unwieldy half-orc woman. In like a dress pulled up to here that's clearly ill-fitting. She's like, "What is it?" He's like, "You work for them now."
That easy.
And he's like, "I don't take no more lip from you." And he raises his 5-foot arm up in the air.
5 foot up.
You can hear the motion.
Like touching the ceiling. Like, what?
And she just sort of puts her hands on her hips and looks him up and down and just turns and looks at you and she's like, "Well, alright then, what are we doing?"
You're going to go, and I'll give you the address to the warehouse. You're going to go there, and you're going to start cleaning up. And you're going to continue to clean up. Look over at the bugbear. What was the prior arrangement?
Beatrice is my slave. Or she was my slave. But now she's your slave.
How much is she?
Slave means nothing.
You already bought her with this platinum piece, I'll tell you that right now.
Well, she's not very.
So I look back.
So
over
she
at
just
you.
looks at you and she continues like puts her hand out like this.
She even good.
Yes,
I
accept him. I accept him.
I
Accept
pull out
him?
my mace and go.
Roll an intimidation check.
What the fuck?
She
Oh
rolls
my
it
God.
around.
Jesus Christ.
And just like that, he turned into a plantation owner.
He's a Mercmerian slave.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
White power is born.
This poor half.
You walk up to her. You walk up to her and really like clandestinely. You walk up and you just pull your mace out and you hold it in front of you and you're just like,
Best part
how
about this,
about this?
It crackles with electricity.
Yeah, it's like,
a light mace.
at which she retracts her hand. And she's like, "I'll be there in the morning, sir."
All right.
The price changed.
Yeah, we just bought a person for 10 gold.
So what? All
You
this-
bought a half orc.
Half
with her.
orc. She's not a person.
Oh, it's okay then.
Has Hiron come back to the party? Have you come back to the party at the bar yet?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Is the bodyguard with him?
No, the bodyguard remained on the wall.
He's finishing his shift, remember?
And then he's gonna move.
Okay. Because I kind of don't want her walking off alone. So
Well,
I tell her to stay with us.
No, well, she said she's gonna meet us in the morning when you told her to meet us.
And you scared the fuck out of her with your lightning mace.
Yeah, nothing says I didn't scare her enough for her to fucking run off.
Should be.
I'm sorry, I think slave mentality. Like,
They have an underground
Meanwhile,
railroad.
Basilic and Lena are just sitting at the bar, just staring at you, just watching this, and you're just like,
I'm kind of angry because she's a half orc, so I'm like.
I buy you too.
Oh.
Enjoy this cast that's like worth more than your life.
yeah, you guys continue drinking like the delicious Verdes Vineyards vine
Can I take
ripened wine.
So I'm gonna take an extra glass from that. 'cause I'm like, I'll forget about it.
There's 15 total.
I'm gonna take one, and I'm gonna have one, and I'm gonna approach that that one half orc that's getting well fed, and that's what I want to do.
All right, you walk up to the couch and you see like this half orc, his gut hanging out almost. He's wearing some sort of fineries, as he's just like, and like you see this this scantily clad woman just dropping grapes in his mouth and just giggling. He's like,
So I'm holding the glass. I'm like, hello, friend.
his eyes open up. He's like, hello.
I'm relatively new in town. I'm Lord Basilic Cino. I come from Thesk, from across the ways. And,
What?
I'm sorry, what? Thesk, you've never heard of Thesk.
No.
It's across that grand river that we call the ocean. I come a long ways. And,
Nobody calls the ocean a grand river.
We do back in Thesk. It's a
Patronize
thing. look for. I'm just trying to meet people.
You all sound like fucking hicks to me.
Oh my god. Just walk away.
I chug one glass. I'm like, well, I'm just. Just trying to make noise.
You're interrupting my grape eating if you could not tell that already. As the scantily clad woman is just standing there like...
Like, he...
She's just holding the grapes just like... It's like, get on, sugar.
Grapes has testicles.
I'm like, alright, whatever, man. Every day. And walk away.
Like, I'll take that wine from you, though.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
As to you, friend, enjoy your evening and go fuck yourself as well.
I plan on
As
it.
he puts his hands back behind his head and he's like, continue to feed me, Leandra. Ha. As she just like, and just like continues to drop grapes in his mouth.
That didn't work out as well as I thought. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Leandra.
It's clearly a guy.
So you go back to the bar. So Darius, Lena, and Basilic are sitting at the bar drinking this fortified wine from Verdes Vineyards. Is there anything else you guys are doing with the evening, or are you just gonna finish the keg and go home?
Let's finish the game. Wait for that game. On our walk back home, I will keep an eye out for like any kind of urchins.
Okay.
Cork the keg. Put it in the bag of holding. Let's just head back and kill it there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, dude. That way I can have some.
All right. So
Then
you
I
guys.
expressed to them, I was like,
Street, right?
I still think we should keep an eye out for someone that we could perhaps use for.
I also,
Intel.
yeah, I definitely let them know everything that the guy told me.
Okay, so you relay to them as Chiron sits with you at the bar. He relays to you the fact that he hired on a guard for you all, and that he's 100 gold a week or 100 gold a month and all that good stuff.
Fuck! That's coming out of your pocket.
Walk it, girl. Is that an apple?
Who's that?
I don't need to wear.
Who are you drawing?
Kind of Lena, but I actually don't like it. I'm gonna change it.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, Alex is in the habit of doing live drawings of some of our characters. And at the end, we like to give it a quick once over.
You
Show the
camera over
yeah.
here. Switch between.
That's the next, like literally, like the next thing is just buying like 4 or 5 cameras. That's way too much. But yeah, that's the next technological purchase. So you
What the fuck was that?
I think there was a rib when she laid down. It's like,
Yeah, but do you have like snacks in your bed?
So you oh sorry, go ahead.
I just been there. Yeah.
Oh, she bought the
she's serious.
Aww. So you cork the mini keg and throw it in the bag, and you all proceed outside. Basilic, you said you were gonna keep your eye out for urchins, right?
Correct.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Don't step on one.
19.
Then Lena's gonna have to pee on you.
That's a jellyfish.
Urchins too.
Urchins are pee on you.
Yeah. Urchins, you need ammonia.
Oh.
just pee.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, knowledge is power.
19. So you guys proceed through Old Town, and the streets are pretty clean. Like, the only people moving about are doing so in a somewhat orderly manner. They're not bothering anybody in the process. You proceed southeast back into the central market. At this point, most of the market is empty. There are a couple stalls that appear to be open, and you can tell this by the fact that these stalls have lamps that are continuously burning outside of their establishments. But you don't really see any urchins moving about. It isn't until you reach the bridge heading back into the temple district that you see off to the right on a small island located in the canals. You see some small children playing on the island and like actually swimming out into the canal and then swimming back and all that stuff. but they do not appear to have any parental supervision.
Shoot him.
We're gonna kidnap children.
We're not gonna kidnap them. I walk up to
Free servants.
the shoreline there, and I whistle at them like,
Okay, so in order for you to get there, you need to go back into the central market, and you need to go like a block and then down a bridge.
okay, I'm gonna look at the group and be like, hey, you guys, who do you think?
Kids.
Possibly?
Oh, I said it out the gate. We should hire children.
You guys.
They're little birds.
Okay, so I go ahead and do that. So we'll backtrack and try and like maneuver our way back down there, and I'll whistle at them.
Okay. So you yeah, you go down there and you whistle.
Do I catch any of their attentions? Because I kind of like.
Hold on. Let's see. Por favor. Reds, please. Yeah. Like 2 or 3, or like, actually, no, I'm sorry. 3 of the kids. No, actually, I'm sorry, 4 of the kids.
Okay.
4 out of what appears to, at this point, to be 6. Just kind of stop, and they, like, stop playing in the water, and they just kind of turn and look at you.
Hey,
And at this point, you notice that, their clothes are on the bank, and these kids are just butt-ass naked, just, like, chilling in the canal.
that's cool. Wait, come this way, kids. I got something for you. I got candy.
Okay, alright, what are you saying? What are you saying?
And then he bites them.
I'm holding out. I'll hold out a couple gold pieces and be like,
Penny-
"Hey, come out this way. I got something for you."
Roll
I'd like
persuasion
to
check.
talk.
You got somebody that's
I'm
gonna.
11.
I don't know if
An 11.
I don't know if that's
Oh, so that was the one.
It's at this point that 4 of the kids,
Run away.
Right.
4 of the 6, immediately grab their shit and run.
Oh,
But 2 of them stay behind
Two.
and stare at you. And they start walking forward, looking at the gold. Their eyes bright and shiny.
so I'll kind of like bend down so as not to intimidate them a little bit and just like wait for them to come closer.
So you get down on your haunches and you're just saying like,
And I'm
What are you
holding.
doing?
I feel like I should talk to them with
Are
more
you
like a
going to, are
motherly
you going to molest the
instinct.
kids?
Don't worry about it. I got this. Don't worry about
Put it in the bag.
They're fucking goddamn naked, man.
it.
We're
It's
gonna
okay.
put the gold in.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Darius standing on the bridge runs. You can hear this plate mail just.
I got this.
I thought we all went down there.
No, he went off by himself.
Oh, you're ready.
There's
Put it in the bag.
So I'm holding 6 gold pieces because I was
Okay.
gonna do 1 for each, but only the 2 come. And as soon as they get close to me, I'm like,
Now you
listen.
get 3 each.
I give them each one, and I'm like, that's a very small amount to what I can give you.
Fucking A, right? It is a little mount.
Don't worry. Listen,
The one there's like this little red-headed kid with like freckles, and he just like bites it, and he's like,
Got to be.
"The fuck am I supposed to do with this?"
Listen,
Oh, it's a ginger.
I'm willing to pay both of you 10 gold every time you come to me with valuable information that has to do with either the Pirate King, his men, the trade guild boss, and any of his shipment
Thank you,
movements
sir.
that you can come across, perhaps, or maybe even paraphernalia.
The trade guild boss, you say?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is the trade guild boss? Which boss you want? There's many bosses.
All right, let's do this.
2?
You heard of trade boss on Ganon? Or no. I have a name here. Hold on. I wrote a specific name down here somewhere. Is it Baron Balsa? Balsa.
That's the trade baron. Is that who you were trying to ask them?
Yeah. Balsa, right? Is that how you say it?
Trade baron Balsa. Yeah.
That's what I said. Trade Baron Balsa or the Pirate King. Information on either them, their operations, or anything that might become like blackmail. Do you know what blackmail is?
The other child who's a small tiefling girl. She's like, "Is that like the armor, but it's black?"
No,
I like you, but not quite. It's information that someone could use if they wanted to make someone do something for them against their will.
Oh, like leverage.
Exactly.
I know leverage, but not
Very
blackmail.
educated in that.
Mind your fucking business.
Here's the thing.
That's right.
Watch it, Will.
If you promise to do this for me, I give you 5 gold right now each, and every time you come to me with something valuable, I'll give you 10 more.
Roll a persuasion check.
Unnatural 20.
Ooh, boy. Both of them just kind of look at each other like eyes wide, and they're like, yeah, we'll do that for you.
Alright. So I give them each 5 gold, I said. So.
Alright.
You singing your own version of it?
It's catchy.
Alright, so, yeah, you hand them each 5 gold, and they're just like,
And then before they run off and before I walk away, I look at them both and I go, by the way, if you have any friends perhaps who would want to help you and as well get some money, don't be afraid to throw them our way. And I tell them where our warehouse
just for
is.
information, sir.
Just for information for now. And we'll see how well you do.
I can't even word later.
They like shake their heads like, we could do that, we could get our friends for you.
I'll pay them as well.
Alright, so we'll get those friends for you. We'll figure it out for you. We'll make you lots of information, sir.
And I tell them where to like find me and stuff, how to approach it, and then
The Temple District. Yeah, we know where the Temple District is. We'll find you, sir.
I walk away. Thank you.
Alright.
Have a good night, kids.
You too, sir.
They come back and Doc Martens.
Put some clothes on.
I jog back.
So at this point, you all have returned to the warehouse, and a couple minutes go by before Basilic ends up walking through the doors.
Hey.
What do you guys? So you guys are all standing in the common area now, lounging.
So, how did it go?
You want to tell them about new half-orc maid, the new slave? Slave.
Oh, our slave is here. Yes, the half orc.
In the morning.
In the
The
morning.
other
Yes,
one-
we have one coming.
And the other one is
Maid, we have a
finishing
maid.
his shift.
Perhaps it's only fuck all of our asses.
You have a half-orc maid and a half-orc
Bodyguard.
bodyguard, or groundskeeper, so to speak.
Yeah, cool.
He's your muscle. You haven't really told him what he's gonna do, but you have a 100 gold a month muscle.
It better be worth it.
On top of that, guys, I managed to acquire some urchins
Mate's free.
to get us information on Trade Boss, or Trade Baron Balza, and the Pirate King and their operations. Every time they've come to us with valuable information, I told them I give them 10 gold, and to tell their friends as well. So,
Seems risky involving children. Getting back to my
Didn't you tell the group it was 10?
yeah,
Alright.
it's 10 gold a kid. Every time a kid comes up. Every time a kid comes up and relays information.
It wasn't me. If it was me, it would look like a refuge.
He would,
You drew a tick on your penis?
10 gold
It's
pieces.
a very tiny dick, so.
That's the tiniest of dicks.
Somebody drew a very tiny dick on my
That's probably
paper.
sad. Let's be real.
So there's that as well. So it's somewhat
Hashtag tiny mystery dick.
Phantom dicks.
Hashtag phantom dicks.
Plastic flagging.
The
Put that up
tiniest.
So
Nothing new
we'll
there.
crash out then and go take care of the mission in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until now.
So with that all said, yeah, I think we should rest and start on this set on the bounty.
Yes. Good, good.
Everybody in accordance.
Yes.
Are we still
Be in my cat
capable of
house.
bringing 4 people though?
No, it's gonna be the 6 of us if that's cool.
He said only half of you could go.
But half of our total people,
Yeah, half the total.
which would be 6.
Your total was 11. However, 2 of you are now gone, which makes your total 9.
Okay.
So half of you would be 4.5.
I'll sit down this one.
We need someone. So you're coming with us? Then? We need someone that can.
We need a healer.
Someone needs to lay hands on somebody.
Yeah. So and you got your muscle.
With consent, of course.
I don't mind kicking back. As long as one of us go to keep them alive, that's all that matters. So go ahead and
I'll bring my zombie for
Damage.
Alright, so you guys are going to go to bed for the evening?
yeah.
Okay, so on that note, we're going to take a quick break, because I need to use the restroom. I don't know about anybody else. So we will be back in, we'll say, 15 minutes. So at 10:40, we will be back, and going. For those of you, who want to, you can do a little quick AMA in the chat. You can ask some of the mods some stuff. Most of the mods are players in this game.
Yeah. I'll
So
answer
while
questions.
we're on the break, if you want to ask questions, if you want to say some stuff, do that, and as long as it conforms to the chat rules, please and thank you. But yeah, so yeah, we will be right back, guys. See you in 15 minutes. We'll be right back.
Sick.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you for your patience as we take our pee-pee breaks.
Pee breaks.
I love it.
So,
2 nats, so I aim. Everybody counts.
yeah, turn the
Is this wait? This is 6.
turn the music down, guys.
No, that's
She
a
can't be
9.
clever because her name wasn't
Is
even
this
on
six?
the thing.
That's a 6. The other one's a 9.
So we can't get sued for that or whatever.
So dot has a
Yeah. That's always on bottom.
Dots. Are you a dot or are you
Okay,
No.
a slide?
so, guys, as the
What happened to Deborah? Oh, I wanted to ask her how living with Raul
She
was.
cast disappearance on her.
she went to go get ice cream. She said,
Should be.
Is that Raul's bed? Ugh,
Yeah.
"No, I think that's her bed."
gross. No, I'm saying there's 2 beds.
One next door.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can smell taint.
So, guys,
Yeah.
focus. Anyways, so as you all head to bed for the evening, you have a rather restful sleep. Rogar wakes up in the middle of the night
In the middle of the night, why?
because you were like you basically went back to bed at like 11.
I can't sleep all night long.
You went back to like bed. You went to bed at about like 11, so you woke up at like 7 p.m.
To be
to pee.
good.
That's what really
Um,
happened in real life.
But that is like your 8-hour mark. So potentially you could sleep for another 8 hours.
No, I'm good. I'll just stay awake. Watch TV.
Watch TV.
Or just watch student.
That's
the
also what.
Russian
That's
waters of
also
the-
what.
I'll stay awake. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, just so you know, you only have like a 16-hour window before you become exhausted again.
Just
You can stay up for you basically
Nap.
you can stay awake for 16 hours and then you have to sleep for 8.
Okay, so
That's how it works.
well then I'll pee and go to bed again.
Okay. So Rogar pees and goes back to bed. Sleeping with I was gonna say sleeping with everybody, like sleeping like along with everybody. But
can
I
do that
messed
too,
up.
I don't care.
No, it's so spicy. Cilantro.
Just put my suck in my tongue.
What the fuck? So you slip your tongue out at people, like as like somebody like catches you in the bathroom, like, oh hey cilantro, you're just like.
Cilantro is more and more like Tomas every time.
Yeah, that's
Cilantro
actually
is
real life.
Tomas.
What?
Like drunk Tomas would look like will do all kinds.
You're a little scaly there, buddy.
However,
1,
1.
2, and 3.
you proceed back to bed, and you all sleep soundly without issue
Yes.
for the remainder of the evening. However, you are rousted from your rest by a loud
God damn it.
at the warehouse door
And some duty-free techno music.
and some some royalty-free techno
I
music.
couldn't remember the words. So I said
Duty free.
duty-free.
So you can buy your this particular song anywhere internationally.
She's
Yeah.
back.
Can't choose black.
Does she have ice cream? She has ice cream.
She has Haagen-Dazs.
Deborah,
She's on a mission.
how's living with Raul? Okay, so we'll talk in a minute. We can't keep going for that minute.
Not to be a dick, but I'm gonna be a dick. Yeah, you guys. Who's gonna go down to answer the door?
Basilisk will.
I will. Knox will.
Nox and Basilisk proceed downstairs,
The OGs.
opening the door. And as you do, you see standing outside an individual dressed in leather armor, hoisting a maul over his shoulder.
Oh, that guy you hired for $1 million.
And standing beside him is a rather poorly dressed half-orcish lady, and he's just sort of looking her up and down with a gross grin on his face, while she's just sort of just, like glaring at him.
Who the fuck are you two?
She's like, and he like turns, he's like, we both got hired to work here.
Did you? Who's
Yeah.
him?
Oh yeah. We hired her. Last
Oi.
night.
I got
Yeah,
hired
yeah.
by Hyrone, and she got bought.
Oh!
by some big gray guy
You didn't say so. Well,
in
come on
in
in.
plate mail, I think.
That's fine enough. Come in. Come in.
Oh, we never got her name. Oh wait, what's your name?
Say it's
lady?
Bridget from
She can
Trolls.
name her whatever you want.
Her name is Beatrice. You remember?
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Bridget.
Because that was what the bartender shouted back to call her forth.
Yes.
I stopped Beatrice real quick, like looking at how busted her clothes looks, and I'll toss her 30 gold. I'm like, Beatrice, I'd like you to buy yourself something better to wear.
She just kind of looks down at the 30 gold you just tossed her and looks back at you. Looks back at the gold and she's like, I wouldn't know where to begin, sir.
She pulled like 8 to 30 gold.
Just buy
Like, can
something
we
a little
just,
bit
like-
better,
Can we
and
just
keep
like
whatever's left for yourself.
can we just like
Look
pan
here
to
to-
like a shopping montage? Like girls, they wanna have with like Deneb and
She's like, she just kind of looks back at the gold in her hand and she looks back at you. She's like,
Wouldn't that be great?
all right, sir. She turns around and heads outside.
Why not? Whatever.
He like strides in with his maul and just kind of looks back at her. He's like,
What's your name again?
nice. Bulgrim.
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 Nice to meet you.
Brogram, is
Pleasure's all mine. What's
So-
your name? You hefty motherfucker.
My name's Basilic, my friend.
Basilic.
I give him,
Nice to
like, a
meet you.
warrior's handshake.
You son of a bitch.
Like fucking predator.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You caught my reference.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, the predator. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The most bro
That
handshake
was
ever.
the most masculine handshake I've ever seen a man do.
Yeah.
Fucking like this guy already.
And what do you say? What do you say, Nox? You were trying to say something to him?
Is that normally what you wear to battle?
Gets the job done. I'm used to heavier stuff myself, but this is all I can afford right now.
Then here's 100 gold. See that you afford something better.
Oh, and everyone's yelling at me for paying him 100 gold.
I know.
We take care of
He
our
kind of
boys.
smiles and he looks at you and he's like, "Plate mail's 1,500 gold, boss."
Okay, well.
Then here's 2,000. Get yourself a better maul too.
you give him. You just like.
Can I
You
work?
like go, you like run to the
Can I
back
work
and
for you
grab
guys?
like a bunch of gold and you just put it in sacks and rush forward and hand it to him. You give him, I guess 200 platinum pieces
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
in a sack, and he just like, he looks in and he's like,
He's like,
all right, yeah, plate mail it is. You want me to emboss it with anything?
No. Whatever you like.
You guys don't have like a symbol?
Indiscreet, my friend. Indiscreet. Whatever you want.
Indiscreet.
Correct.
I'm not much of a grammaticist, but I'm pretty sure that indiscreet means not discreet.
Oh, right. I mean discreet. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Okay.
Don't mind my friend.
As long as we're on the same page
I just
on this
woke
one.
up. I just woke up.
he buys like a fucking tutu.
Get your favorite colors.
He comes rolling in like a Lambo.
His
Fuck
name
yeah.
bought her
Can I give him a high five?
Yeah,
Lad,
roll a dex check for a high five.
Full plate mail armor with like spinning shoulder blades.
19.
19, you guys just you slap hands so loud that the whole house wakes up.
That's what paws do, man.
I was like, one eye closed. Like, what?
Oh
Fuck.
yes, that's amazing. All right,
I
I look over at Nox. I'm like, you guys heading out, right?
Come with us.
Backo said only half. The other half has to stay here.
Hop into my satchel.
No, you're in good hands. Rogar took care of you.
Maybe.
Oh, gee, you're not there. Good thing you're not there.
So he just sort of strides in. He just looks at you two of you. He's like, "So what do you want me to do in here?"
Oh, is this still Buglum?
Bulgrim.
Bulgrum.
Yeah.
Bulgrum.
Welcome.
Butlum.
Bulgrum.
Bulgrum. Bulgrim.
Now that you're outfitted,
Oh shit! Show that to the viewers.
Huh? Oh. Okay.
Is that done, or are you still working on it?
It's I'm done with it.
It's not like that.
You can show it.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, wait a
Fire's
minute.
down.
What happened?
Oh, what did it
Show
say?
me.
Hold on, Deborah.
It said -5.
Okay, I'll show you.
So
Oh, hold on.
I went to see the dog.
Yeah, you're good.
Janae?
You're good. You can pull it back.
Alright.
That was just done by Alex,
In-house artist.
in-house artist.
Yeah.
So I look at Bulgrim and I'm like, alright, listen here, Bulgrim. The job here is actually quite simple.
So Deborah.
We have our maid Beatrice, who you just met, and we have our cook Doug, who's a furbolg fellow with a peg leg, can't miss him, big motherfucker. Rather nice fellow, I will say.
All right.
You just keep them and our place safe. And that's it, 100 gold a month. I guess that's what they said. So.
Or any other monthly type things.
Easiest 100 gold I ever made in my life.
And
If we need lifting and stuff.
if they bring any shipments or anything big like that you can help lift and stuff like that, or Beatrice needs help lifting something, help him out. Use those muscles. That's fine.
Right.
Unless Nox has got something else to do.
Bulgrim, follow me, please.
Oh,
And he's just sort of, he just is like, looks at you, all right.
I sit on the couch.
And he starts following you. Where are you going?
The job is just as my friend said, super simple.
Where are you going? Because you said follow
Just
me.
out front of the doors. We close it behind us.
So you going outside?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm inside on the couch.
Okay.
Same breakfast.
So you go. Oh, so you guys were in the common area.
Yes.
So
Like,
now
we
you're
brought
in.
him in.
Okay, so now you're in the open area. Got it. Okay. So you're standing in the open area. What are you saying?
All that my friend said to you is well and true. But
And I decided to wear
you do have purpose of what warrants you the money that you're earning.
Yeah.
I want you to go to the surrounding warehouses. From time to time. Attend to your duties here first, of course. But when you're bored, please stretch your legs and listen in onto the other doings around the area, if you don't mind.
So not only do you want me to guard this warehouse, but from time to time you want me to stop guarding the warehouse to gather information for you
If that's
from
not...
the surrounding district.
Unless your prior arrangement had something better for you to do that makes you more money.
No, this is perfectly acceptable for my new, salary. But, as, somebody who's appreciative of getting the job done right, I would recommend hiring a second individual to patrol the grounds, so as when I go gather information,
This is when he tells us about
the grounds are no longer, the grounds aren't going to be left unattended to.
Did you have someone in mind?
I don't, honestly. I don't have anybody in mind.
Then I want you to take your newly purchased nice and shiny plate armor and do exactly as I asked. Are we clear?
I'm gonna fire him for this.
So just patrol the streets and patrol the warehouse.
Just stretch your legs and listen.
Every once in a while.
Alright, I think I can do that for you.
Welcome to the family.
He just puts his hand out.
I am not part of the family.
Because we're the mafia, apparently.
He's like... He swings his maul over to the other shoulder. He's like, well, I guess I better get started now, shouldn't I?
Yes, we have
He
some
turns
boxes
around.
need moving.
He turns and says, what?
I said, yes, we do have boxes need moving.
Yeah, alright. And he starts walking outside, he opens the door and he closes it behind him. So you have sent your two new employees to go buy new clothes.
We're so bougie.
Basilic and Nox, what are you guys doing now?
I'm just hanging out. I know I'm gonna be here all day, so I'm just chilling.
Basilisk.
Seeing
Listen.
Bob watching shows.
Basilisk.
Basilisk.
We corked that wine. So
Roll out eating breakfast.
if we put the wine in the kitchen, I'm having some of that wine.
Eating
I'm
breakfast.
just kind of chilling on the couch.
As you're chilling on the couch, you hear the sound of a footstep and then
Is that you, Doug?
as the door swings open and Douglas strides through. He's like, "You alright there, Basilic?"
If it isn't my favorite football.
He continues on. He's like,
Don't tell Darius I said that.
he's like, you're about my third favorite. You're about my third favorite half-orc.
It's okay, I'm not sucking your dick out of anything.
Should hope not.
What's going on this
You got too
morning?
much teeth for my liking. You nasty bitch.
Definitely sexual.
Well, we
He
gotta
kicks
go-
the door. He kicks the door open to the kitchen and proceeds inside.
Apparently his type is no tea.
I like bacon, Doug. Thank you.
Unseen Sardine, thank you for the vote of confidence.
Yeah.
Speaking for the party.
Hell yeah.
No guarantees though. So
Just chilling on the couch.
all right. You take about 5 minutes. Knox comes in and sits down next to you. About 10 minutes go by before you begin to smell the smell of cooking meats
That's me.
and vegetables in the kitchen behind you, and smell of eggs and coffee begin filtering out.
Yes, I want coffee.
Cilantro!
An hour or two passes before the remaining portions of the party begin filtering in one by one. And it's at this point that as the party begins filtering in, Doug begins
Up in here twice.
serving massive plates of food out onto the table in front of you.
Oh yeah, I forgot you gave me the fucked up money for food.
I don't.
I'm needing like
I just-
24.
Plates piled high with eggs and sausages and bacon. Toasted bread with dwarven butter, and a small mini keg of the fortified wine you purchased, as well as a small keg of ale, and the smell of coffee erupting from a large pot that he places
Sounds like
on
my
the end of the
birthday.
table.
This is the
He's
best.
like, "All right, yo, get to work." And he turns around and he starts striding out, and he kicks the door open and heads out into the main common area before heading on.
Everything's about to be fucking disgusting.
Nice.
Like, long
I'm glad we
ago
hired
talk.
like cook.
He kicks the door back open. He's like, "You all had a maid, didn't you?"
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
When
He's
he's
my
like
slave.
twink Brad Pitt.
He comes back out and goes, here, he like, as soon as you say yes, he's like, he doesn't even respond, he just tucks his head back in and the door swings out and swings
yeah.
back.
I
Sometimes
said
I feel like his
I
face is
said
like
to get
Tom
something
Hardy.
better than Brad.
Yeah, I've never found him. Gilbert loves him.
She's a slave.
She's a half orc, my friend. I look out for
His
mom.
eyes.
So
Did they
you
come
gave
back?
my slave money
He's dead.
that she's never had before
Yeah, to buy something nice.
to go buy something.
Oh.
I enjoyed that Thor got
If
it.
that slave doesn't come back, you know you're going to owe me gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, are we making bets on people? What am I doing? I haven't even thought about what I'm doing right now.
How about a new slave?
Studying
Two
magic.
redstones.
Okay.
A human one.
Hold on.
I don't know
Hold
what
on.
we're doing.
I suppose that I'm probably
Is there a slave
studying
market
magic
here?
somewhere. Oh my god. No.
Oh, shit.
What?
We could have just fucked up royally, my friend.
What?
God damn it.
I'm just eating right now.
What just happened?
Getting
We
ready
didn't
for
think
a
this
quest.
through.
What?
This is not refresh.
What if there was a slave market here the whole time?
You think? That's why we need to get in touch with the urchins. That's why we were saying the entire fucking time.
I bought
Why do you
urchins.
think I was like,
I bought urchins, okay?
yeah, you bought
Why
5 of them.
children?
I bought 2 and told
We
their
need
friends.
to
Urchins are
He bought 2 and told their friends.
I bought 2 and I told them to hop on Twitter.
Yeah.
You,
And when
you
they're
didn't
all
buy
start
them, you just gave them some gold.
Then our world started
Yeah,
hit
but I promised them more
Kinda
if they
like
came
buying
back.
them.
Yeah, but you see, if you're in the slave market, you don't have to pay them.
Denise, that's you.
You know what?
You fuck the urchins. I'm one of them. I don't give a flying fuck. This is my best Matt Kelly impression I can do.
Since when are you speaking with Irish accent?
Hey, Tomas,
My name is Ian Michael Mick.
would you mind helping me out real quick?
I was talking to Knox the whole time.
Oh.
Uh,
This one doesn't know what to speak. Since when did you?
This one had wine. This
I
one
know, yes.
what about
Yes, it's $30 wine, $30
Red.
It's good wine.
Let's go listen to some shit.
Oh, that's the guy. We don't like him.
I don't see the reds. Where are they?
They're in the fridge.
I don't see them.
There's 2 containers of them. There's 2 boxes.
Name's Shab.
I should know how to play that piano. That's hard.
There's no way we drank all of them. There were
All the what?
21
Oh, the what?
Reds, apple ales.
There's no way.
I had 3.
We opened a new one.
Come on, Mr. Dumbass.
I don't see them. I'm all guy.
They're in
Tonight's episode brought to you by Red's Apple Ale, but not really. Red's Apple Ale, it's like drinking a cider, but it's an ale instead. Joke's on you, asshole.
And 8%.
And it's 8%.
Versus 5.
It's 8% versus 5. Go drink Red's Apple Ale. Even if they don't sponsor us. Drink Red's Apple Ale. I'll let you know about the hangover on Sunday.
Because there's a chorizo.
What's what?
Oh, Unseen Sardine is now following.
I like this.
Oh, Unseen Sardine is following. Thank you for the follow, Unseen Sardine.
You make that up.
I totally made that.
How long ago did that happen?
I enjoyed that a lot.
Oh, that just happened. Hey! Hey! Thanks for the follow, Unseen Sardine.
I like that.
It's really amazing that just you having that over your head more like that makes you look even that much more like a Spanish person.
I think that takes us down to 15. Hey! 3 more, guys. 3 more, and you get to see the boss die.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
216.
Same Petrella, lifting
Got you,
weights.
16.
Like always.
Oh, solid. I mean, that's a pretty nice roll.
I'm gonna follow him.
Follow him. Oh, he doesn't. I think it's open.
All right. So, what are you guys doing now?
We're probably gonna start getting prepped to
Pull your hat up above your eyes, please. You look like a total goob right now. Goob.
Well, I thought they were gonna head out for their bounty.
Oh.
All right. So, who is part of the group for that? It's gonna be
Lena, Nox, Rogar.
Lena, Nox, Rogar, and Darius. All right. Oh, Shib! Thank you for the apple juice.
You guys found them?
It is ridiculous.
Oh, don't talk about him like that.
You just spilled on my floor.
Did I?
Sorry, didn't have.
Or wait, did that go on the chair?
Who's this?
She doesn't need another one.
That was what I need a. Can you hand me those napkins, please?
pass.
Porfa.
Sorry, I was just paying attention to what was happening.
They went on the player's hand.
I know, you think that's how I feel. Or when I look at
What is
this
that?
other
What it
thing.
was.
Yeah.
What
What
if
is he holding?
Dark on me.
It's all for the giggles, man.
I guess.
Sauce?
maybe. Is this Avenstar?
That pig is scary. It's just like.
I think it's Avenstar.
This is
No, we're
Avenstar.
not.
Apparently
we're not.
it is.
This is
We're
what's
drinking
it called? Loyalty
Mott's
free.
apple juice.
Oh
Sardine.
no! Wait, is this?
There's no way this is loyalty free. There's no.
God
fucking way.
damn it!
Stop it!
Yeah,
What?
this is definitely.
What?
It's not. It's not royalty free.
That was loyalty free. Is that?
Oh, the song we've been banned. Bye, guys. Oh, the song that was from Sky. I mean, Lord of the Ring. I mean,
Nowhere. It's from nowhere.
I mean, that was clearly from Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, that was a little too intense
Did you
for what
watch
I
it?
was looking for.
The new one?
How wait?
Blade Runner?
Blade Runner?
Yeah, but I hate Bill Murphy.
This is fine. Aubrey pulls in the back going like,
Oh, Murphy?
It's not a real person. Sounds like they should be. Close.
I kind of want to put googly eyes on
Look
the
at Sam when
microphone.
he had dreads.
Like a person
He
just
has, like, one
holding
of those,
their.
like, little piercing kind of-
Earmuffs.
He did.
And a
Earmuffs.
That's crazy.
Double
Double 20!
This
This one's
different?
funny.
That's like
All right, so if we can get back to it, guys.
Yeah.
You guys finish eating breakfast.
Yeah.
He has.
After an hour,
I'm stretching.
after an hour or two, Bulgrim walks back
They
in,
left him because.
wearing just this ornate, like gold and purple set of plate mail armor.
I thought we told him.
And instead of the maul he had once been holding, which looked like somebody stuck a rock on the end of a pole, he's now got this like giant, like massively headed two-handed mace just strapped
Attaboy.
across his shoulder.
I look at him real
Can I-
quick and I'm like,
And he walks in, he's like,
our definitions of this screwed are a bit different.
"How's it going?"
I want to go up to him. I want to give him the high five.
You want to go for the man high five?
Yeah.
Dexterity check. Woohoo.
17.
17 and a natural 20. Shashaba!
It's like a shockwave of sound. Just...
Basilic starts drooling out of his mouth as they do this right in front of him. I'm like,
Basilic just like orgasms in his plate mail. The rest of the men in the group are just like,
for
"Whoo!
the record, Basilic.
Hyrone is a clearly visible boner.
I was like, wait, what?
I look at my thing and I'm like, oh.
As your hands clean, he just sort of is
It's
like,
hard, but
all right, boss. Well, I suppose it's time for me to get to work
Show
then.
it.
You should go for a walk. Stretch your legs.
He goes, turns around and starts striding out of the room.
What? Where's he going?
Oh yes, they don't know.
Yeah, tell him.
He's going to stretch his legs. Don't worry, he has purpose.
I'm gonna jog up to Bugman? Bugram?
Bolgrim.
Bolgrim.
Buckman.
He's not
Bolgrim.
Jewish, okay? He's not Bugman.
Bolgrim? Do you have any associates we could possibly hire?
He like turns around and just sort of and at this point you like he's like you're about the same size as him, but he is like domineering even like with like his shit on. He's just like,
Did that just affect?
I don't know, I might be able to find a couple people to work for
What's
you.
happening right now, man?
You
Give
shocked
me
him?
an extra cup.
He told me to.
Unfortunately, they'd only go for the deal that you gave
So you
me.
want to know?
That's
No, it's
acceptable.
Alex then.
Ah,
Well, shit.
All right.
Well, shit.
No,
Stop it.
Try to have them back
To be
by
perfectly honest, I would appreciate hiring.
Finder's fee is no problem.
Finder's
have them here
fee.
by the end of the day.
Oh, now
Sounds good to me. What are you looking for? Anybody in particular? Any skill sets? Or just somebody big and bulky like me, just to beat the shit out of people that get too close?
Look, he used to have
A
chest
jack of all
before.
trades would be nice, as well as somebody who could do more clandestine work.
I have just the person in mind. See you later. Take it easy, boss. And he turns around and strides out the door and kicks it open as he steps out into the sunlight and strides off.
What does this dude's armor look
Shimmering.
like again?
He said gold and
Gold
purple.
with purple.
It's like
Looks like
it's like
Cromwell
purple.
bag.
It's like deep purple with gold trim,
Looks like Cromwell
and he's
bag.
got this massive.
royalty clothes. Right there.
I step
Regular
in.
people.
Basilisk steps in. It's like, but for the record, guys, if they start asking questions about him, we don't fucking know.
I'll kill him for free.
Yeah, we'll kill him. Cool. We just
He's fine by me. Let's focus.
Alright.
We need to leave him
Get the
down.
fuck out of here, guys.
All right, let's go.
Get us this money.
And I'm riding my
This
baby
money.
dragon.
Join us!
I can't.
Your penis?
He won't even know until you're already
Baby
with us.
Yeah, is Vakul here?
He
Uh,
left.
Vakwyl, you have not seen him yet today.
Come with us.
Can we bother him before we leave and ask him if we can take
Probably
more?
gonna be whatever.
We don't ask for
Now that we've
permission.
got-
Let's
now that
just
we've
go.
got-
You can try. I don't.
Yeah,
No,
alright,
no, no.
so
Just come with us, man.
and go knock on his door, see
No,
if he
I-
answers.
I'm gonna go to the Apothecarium Nocturnal. So you guys go do your thing.
Peanut
Apothecary Returnum?
rectum.
The rectum. You gotta get your rectum checked.
The masturbatorium?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
The Apothecarium Nocturnum.
What is that?
That is the Dark Apothecary.
Oh, I'll go there. Dark thing.
You want to
Fuck
join?
you, kid. No, no. One of you's going with us.
What?
No, the four of you guys
You guys
have
have
got
enough
this under
people.
control.
Yeah, it was agreed that Darius, Rogar, Nox, and Lena were gonna go on the bounty.
You guys are okay. You'll be alright. You'll survive.
I can breathe fire.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry. And then we got, Chief Keef and Uthor are still in the warehouse. They're just hanging
Yeah,
out.
Chief Keef,
Bodyguards.
Uthor, and Brick are all hanging
Yeah,
out at the
they're
warehouse.
Hanging out at the warehouse.
Where's Randall? He got arrested?
Randall, it was
Randall-
confessed to you that Randall had been arrested the night before. Or 2 nights before at this point.
And Deborah's traipsing around.
There was
Yeah,
And
Aurora
Aurora has completely disappeared.
Aurora's gone rogue. Aurora's out, doing her best Georgetown exorcist impression. I read that in a script somewhere.
Alright, so for those of you who are remaining, what are you doing? That's gonna be Hyrone and
We're going.
Basilisk.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
go to the
go look for the
Apothecarium
Apothecarium.
Nocturnum.
Returnum.
Because that could be fun.
Alright.
But before we go, I'm just gonna.
Tonight's episode brought to you by Mountain Dew Code Red.
Hell yeah!
It's delicious.
It tastes
and
like the
refreshing.
color red.
What?
Our new follower made a comment about how it's the ultimate D&D drink.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
We're not brought to you by Mountain Dew
There's not
Code
behind you,
Red,
is there?
but we like to think so. There are actually, just to put things in perspective for you, when Dane arrived to the show this evening, he had about 4 Mountain Dew Code Reds just lined out on the side table that's over there out of view. And I was like, this man is fucking committed.
What if you walked into?
You haven't been drinking tonight either, have you?
I don't drink when I'm here.
Yeah, he doesn't drink, so he's just been drinking Mountain Dew Cold Red, which means
You're drunk.
homie's hardcore.
I'd be too excited.
Also, like before we go do
I don't know who
that,
that guy is, but I know
and like after they leave and stuff, Bass is gonna spend
Are
some
you
time
dead
in his
over
room, light a block of incense, with like his
Dead, bro.
with his alms box and like in a censer and all
Yeah,
that.
pay
He's just
attention.
gonna spend some time like praying to Bane, just thanking him for getting him so far.
Roll some dice, feel
And
better.
stuff because I actually haven't taken
Listen-
any
listen
time
to my face
like
head.
to pray to Bane. So
Okay.
he's gonna take some time to do that before he
I'm
goes
gonna
out.
study some magic.
I'm very intimidating when I'm nothing but
This
a
is
face.
all while they're like gone and doing their thing and stuff too.
All right, so
Yeah.
as soon as they head out for the day,
Listen to me, no one else is paying attention.
Ian,
I'm just...
Lena, Nox, Rogar, and Darius have stepped out for their to cash in on the bounty, correct?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So it's this as you guys head out, Hyrone and Basilic spend the remainder of the day in prayer, contemplation, or magical contemplation.
And then later we'll go to the pub.
Okay.
And then that's all we're doing. Just like to.
Okay. Yeah. So, who's Unseen Sardine? Do we know
Why does he know her name?
Unseen Sardine? Do we know you IRL? Just out of curiosity.
No, he's just been paying attention.
He has been
probably
paying
just
attention. Well, he doesn't know Dane because he doesn't spell Dane's name right.
I mean, really, what? How do you
It's
spell? How does one spell
D-A-I-N.
that?
Magical Contemplation is my next band name.
Oh my god.
I love it. It's for my coughs.
There's probably some people who know about the stream though.
Huh? What'd you say?
There's probably so many people who know about the stream.
Yeah, at this point.
We're getting famous, y'all.
And now we're no longer famous. Thank you for that. We are not going to stream anymore. Eric has ruined it on the spot.
Do I need to download that?
Jesus.
Well, clearly Nettle is not intelligent enough to realize that the first 2 you used in your sentence should have had 2 O's, you dingus.
God dang it. Nettle.
Windows.
Nettle 85.
I don't know who's Nettle 85.
Metal 85?
Who?
Oh, you're Nettle.
Oh. Alright, so get on with it. Go. What do you think?
Yeah.
So,
Basilic's eating leftover bacon. He's like, go. You get on with it. What the fuck out of here?
alright,
Fuck.
so,
What the fuck out of here, dog?
you all proceed out of the warehouse and begin heading north through the temple district.
Do we have an idea of how far this is?
Very far away.
For those of you who traveled, so Lena and Nox, for those of you who traveled from Hillfjord, the foothills of the Timbermaw Peak are at least 4 or 5 hours northwest. Darius, you would have a solid idea about this. However, you spent most of your time in the city, so you don't know the terrain outside of the city all that well. You have a general idea of where you're going. You know where Timbermaw Peak is. You know where the foothills are.
I feel like I can do
But
research.
Lena and Nox have both been on the road south from Hillfjord, and so they know the distance that it would take to get you guys to the foothills. Rogar would also have that general idea that Darius would have.
Should we be buying some horses for this?
Yes. I think we should.
Yes. Do
Don't
we
look at
think
me.
that they- Huh? Do
No,
you
no,
think-
he's looking at me.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think that they could make it the whole way?
The horses?
Yes.
It's still
I don't know how rural
We
we're
bring
getting.
packed water. And,
Okay.
And oats.
Well, yeah.
I like
Okay.
oats.
I still don't know why he
So, let's go do that. Off to the stables.
But I'm like reading.
All right.
Horses.
Stableman, we want to buy 4 horses, oats, and water.
Okay, well, first of all, you're standing outside of your warehouse right now, so there's no stable man.
Are you hallucinating?
This one was. I didn't realize how I was speaking either. That's frightening.
Let's go to
So,
the
Darius and Rogar, you would know that the best place to buy a horse, or at least
I was practicing.
at least get one as a for the purposes of renting it, would be in the grand or the caravan district, located to the west of you guys. That's the district that sits up against the walls.
Yeah, so we head over there and buy a horse. GTFO.
All right. So you head over to the caravan district. Go ahead and for Darius and Rogar, I'd like you guys to roll history checks, and then for Lena and Nox, I'd like you to roll perception checks.
Yeah, I prefer perception. I'll roll
I feel like he's oversharing that thing.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay.
Oh my god.
Rogar, what'd you roll?
16.
19, a non-natural 20, a 16, and what else? Darius. 10. Okay. So, Darius, you have like a general. You just like we just need to go near the gates. Like whatever, we'll find a horse over there. Rogar happens to know of a fairly particular merchant that he's dealt with in his days. That might be a solid place to check. However, as you guys head over there, Lena and Nox both hear the sounds of shouting of like a horse sale, horse sale. Sounds like they're saying horse sale. And Lena's like, oh shit, we should go over here.
Or horse sale, and I'm down for that too. Let's go.
I'll buy a horse.
As Nox proceeds forward, his ears are perked towards the location. However, he hears another thing off to the right. And as his ear turns, he hears, cheapest horses in town, beat the competition better than anything by at least 5 gold pieces. And Nox is like, this is the place we need to go.
This is the place we need to go.
So you grab Lena and then you kind of like point off in the corner.
Let's go.
As you proceed into the off to the side, you pass between stalls of different sizes and ornaments, but it's not until you get to this particular stall that's basically like a it's like a nice small stall. There's a guy there and there's like a small stable built next to it.
Look at her. Are you?
You
look at
you walk up to the man, and at this point he's continuing to shout. You know, we got the best horse deals in town. 5 gold cheaper than the competition. Rent it for a week and bring it back. Scratches are on us.
Ooh. This one thinks we need to buy. Or rent, at least.
All right, so you walk up to him, and what do you say?
Hello, horsekeep.
Hello there, my friend. What can I do for you today? Are you interested in renting horses?
We need 5.
5? Right? 4?
4, please.
Well, it just so happens I have 4 to rent.
Perfect.
How much are you looking to spend, my friend?
How much are you charging?
Well, for 4 people, it's about 160 gold pieces for the total.
160 gold pieces. You can buy horses for less than that.
For 4 people, you want to buy horses for 160 gold pieces. Good luck, my friend. 4 horses in this town cost 200 gold pieces. Unless you buy from me, where you cut out the middleman and you buy direct. I'll get you the fanciest horses in town for 30 gold less than what you might normally pay. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's 40 gold less than what you would have paid normally.
Then how much would you charge for 4 horses?
if I were to charge you outright for 4 horses, you're renting these horses, my friend. You're renting these horses from me, which is why it's so much cheaper than buying 4 horses. You're renting them from me, you bring the horses back, scratches are on us, deaths are on you. It's 160 gold pieces. Otherwise, you want to buy them outright? Nobody else in town will give you for anything less than 200 gold pieces.
For all 4.
For all 4.
That's fine by me. I'll give you 180.
180 gold pieces. Sounds good to me. Any deaths? I hear so pie covered. But no. You don't get to keep them for 180 gold. I'm sorry.
What do I give you 10 more for the same price you gave me for 170? I was trying to buy them for 180.
Roll a persuasion check.
$18.
$180 gold pieces. I'll do you one better. 175 gold pieces, and you have yourself a deal.
Sounds good to me.
He rolled a natural 1 against your 18.
Oh, Jesus.
He puts his hand out.
We got
You all shake hands. He hands you the reins to his horses, and at this point you see that the horses are... Well, go ahead and roll perception checks. Those of you who are there.
Oh my gosh, I always have rabies.
You ride him.
Do horses get rabies?
A natural 21.
An unnatural 21?
You can't have a natural. You can't have a natural 20.
What?
Unnatural 22.
Okay, just say 22, 20.
Got it.
Unless you roll a natural 20, just tell me what you rolled if it's above 20.
Just want to make sure.
Or if it's
This
an
guy-
unnatural 20.
If it's an unnatural 20, then say an unnatural 20, but otherwise,
Yeah,
just
no, I
if it's
was
above
thinking-
20, just say what you rolled.
You
If
listen
I'm
to
rolling
me.
22,
So it's a 21, a
my
22.
It better be in that.
These horses seem somewhat malnourished. They are covered with scars and scratches. They are tore up. However, their horseshoes are new.
Right into death.
The saddles are worn, but they seem like they've got a little life left in them.
Get us there. Put it up back.
It's a
I
one-way-
thought they smelled bad.
It's a one-way
On the
trip.
outside. Sorry.
Jesus, fuck.
No one else got that joke though.
I got it.
I know you did. It was good. I thought it was a good joke.
So, he hands you the reins to the
Watch it
horses.
sleep.
Shouldn't fall asleep.
Rob Woolsey come in there, or we hear some horrible things.
I don't know.
What if Raul came in?
Look, if Deb goes to sleep, we'll cut the call.
So I'm supposed to go get him.
Shop.
Technically, unless he finds a ride home.
So, guys,
Chess?
what are you doing? Isn't it like 9:30 where she is?
No. Texas is not 3 hours.
It's
behind us.
10:25. It's an hour away.
Oh, okay.
It's an hour.
Yeah, but she's super lazy.
We'll start
Come
heading
on,
out.
guys. Do your things.
Really deep.
Don't be. You're not doing it.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'll cast
Right to
Pass
rush.
it out, shirts.
mass healing word on the horses. You know, liven them up a bit. They're looking so shitty.
As you walk up to the horses, you just
Give him water with a spoon.
you speak into your coin, and black smoke erupts from your fingers, passing over the heads of the horses, who whinny in distress as the smoke passes into their noses, into their eyes, into their ears, enveloping their bodies. It passes for a second. Go ahead and roll how much health they get back.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Man down, man down.
Scared you.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No.
This is me,
I love
Mario.
that Irish.
Hey, our Gangano baby!
They all gained 8 points of health.
This is how I roll dice now.
They gain 8 points of health. Okay.
Yeah, up to 6 creatures.
Unseen Sardine, just for your knowledge, Darius is a cleric belonging to the religion of Mask, the evil
Thief?
the evil thief god.
I don't feel like that they're very creative with this name.
Who?
Mask.
So the way the spell works
Sounds
is
mean.
more smoky and less radiant light protruding from his hands. What are you chewing on over there?
My pencil tip.
Okay.
It's metal, so I like to bite it.
Just a tip.
Yeah. The horses, as the smoke begins to dissipate, their eyes stop rolling around in their head as much. There's not froth coming out of their mouths as there was before in their distress. They've got a little bit more muscle to them now.
Nice. No, I healed the horses.
Explore that side of yourself without having to actually do it until you're fine.
It's delicious, Unseen Sardine.
Jesus Christ, Knox.
Shut.
His head went into the bag. I think
Alright, so what are you guys doing now?
Okay. I need to buy a horse still, right?
We all bought horses. We're heading out.
Oh, I got one of the scrawny horses?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the scrawny horses got buffed up by his greater restoration spell.
Whatever.
Yeah, so we're riding
Alright,
these
guys,
buffalo
go.
ponies.
Let's
Go,
go.
go,
Yeah, we
go
bought
sell
these
this.
horses, right?
Go do your best. Go do
Yeah,
your
you
best.
bought 'em.
Go.
Mystery machine. and
Let's
play.
go.
Yeah, they're yours. Yeah, you don't even need to worry about it.
I
You
just-
paid 15 gold more just to buy them outright.
I started riding
Yeah, makes sense.
northwestern. That's where the place is.
So yeah,
Let's go. We're riding.
on our way.
That's the music.
That's the music. Jesus Christ.
This is the in between the rest of the shit.
It's like super catchy though. I like it.
It just
Really riding there in slow
Eric was
motion.
like, whose phone is that?
There's like sparkles in
Sounds
the
like
air.
the alarm you start to hate after 3 nights.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so specific.
All right, so
We got there with our
you all hop onto your horses. What are you guys rolling right now?
Fucking rolling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys. The guy, his like eyes like pop open and he's like, "Good for you, then." And he's like, "All right, well, get him out of here real quick." And you see him grab a torch and light it, and proceed to burn his stall, or light his stall on fire before just like looking at you. He's like, "Have a wonderful day,"
What the hell?
and just rushing off.
Oh my god. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
you got played.
We should have gone to the place I wanted to go.
That's fucking epic.
I was gonna say to buy a horse that's 5 like gold pieces cheaper and better.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Part of me really hopes that was some like thief who like murdered the actual keeper of the stall.
God
What's his
damn
name? We're going back to it. Go on.
Oh fuck. We'll get our urchins on it. Don't worry about it.
Get the urchins. Oh, we got
Yes, our
horses.
detectives, the urchins,
We're gonna
they
eat
know
horse for a
best.
week.
Our urchins will get us to connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
All right, so you guys hop on the horses and just sort of clop away as the stall burns.
That's got to be like the next best picture.
You hear
I've ever seen of a
guards
mixtape.
like rushing up, and you're like, "Oh shit, this ass played on fire!"
Oh, for the record, wow, when me and Chiron aren't like, this is later on, of course, but when we aren't at the warehouse, or like none of the parties actually at the warehouse, we've already informed Beatrice, Doug, and Buglum about possible urchin visits. Bulgrim about possible urchin visits. And stuff.
Ultra.
I'll leave like a certain amount of my own gold there. So they can, like,
How much gold are you leaving?
I'll say 100 for now.
Okay.
For possible like payment on them and stuff, if need be.
All right.
Anyways, back to you guys. Just wanted to.
Hey, it's 11:30 now, and we almost get to start what I wanted to do.
I'm sorry. All right, get going, guys. Go do
It's 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Get it specific. We have viewers from all over the globe here, bro. Seriously, we do. We have viewers from like South Korea. We have viewers in the UK. We have viewers all over the globe, dude. We're world renowned.
We're famous.
You're fucking jamming out to this music.
All right, so let's do it. All right, so what's going on, guys?
We're jamming. Run. Like,
No, I know you're fucking jamming, Bob Marley. What are you doing now?
we're riding towards the thing.
Yeah,
We're riding.
That was me riding the horse.
Towards the thing.
All right.
they're heading towards the camp.
Yeah.
So you all proceed out of the city.
Holy shit, 431 sardine? Thanks for sticking with us, my friend.
What? He paid 441.
Wait, what's UTC time?
Uganda time.
Uganda time crap.
Seems legit.
Sounds
It
like
checks
part of
out.
the thing.
It's south side.
I think it's universal time.
It is 4:31 a.m. in Uranus time capsule time.
It's universal time.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Wait.
That was close.
What the fuck is universal time?
Time of the universe, dude.
Zulu time.
Zulu.
Alright, so you guys are riding off to the camp.
Coordinated
Come on,
universal time.
So we were riding, and then what happened?
Yeah, so they're riding to camp. What happens?
Okay. So hold on. I'm really surprised we got to this moment.
That's ugly.
Stop posting links.
Who posted a link?
Sardine did.
Oh, hold on. Did it time him out?
No.
Who's Nightbot?
Nightbot's our bot.
Alright.
Oh yeah, sorry, Unseen Sardine. Because we're not like a super popular stream, we just don't want to have trolls posting cam girl links or things of that nature for the purposes of spamming. If you have a link that you really want us to see, go ahead and join our Discord channel and post it in the Verathian Sagas thing, and we'll take a look at it. Thank you, though. Thank you for trying to share with us. I appreciate it. Or we appreciate it, pardon me. Alright, so you guys hop on those horses and you proceed up the road.
Yeah. Oh, got sinister. It's pretty dark. $86.
Deborah.
Is she asleep?
Oh my god.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
Have a good night, Deb.
Yeah,
Deborah,
yeah.
just go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Yeah,
Is
Deb.
it
Go to sleep, Deborah.
Deb, we'll catch you next time, okay, babe?
lazy ass?
I'm not lazy.
Do you have to pick up Raul?
Rahul.
I don't know. He hasn't called me back yet.
He's heavy and slippery.
What time is it? When is it? Oh.
They need to get an Uber.
It's 10:30.
Well, they're about to close in like a half an hour. What is he doing?
Bonus on that.
Sorry.
Who?
Oh my god, I have to tell you. So the other day he closed.
Oh,
and
smoke?
he
Oh,
said
God, here we
for
go.
me to pick
I
him
don't
up
smoke the
because,
weed begins.
And I was driving. And I
Hi.
went to go.
All right, for those watching, we apologize for the temporary break, but we're gonna take we'll take about a 10-minute break. So we'll be back at 11:45 EST. Okay. So we'll be right back, guys. 10 minutes, 11:45. See you in a sec. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back
On the volume
To-
tomorrow morning.
I'm the steak.
the Lords of Verathis. Unseen Sardine. An epic is an epic and a saga are very similar things. I think it's just a cultural difference in terms of what they were originally
no.
derived.
A saga is it's a difference of number. An epic is going to be like one big long story. And a saga is a number of different sayings. Saga is saga, like the Germanic verb sagen, to say.
We have a scholar amongst us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not trying to be a dick. I was like legit. By the way, Deneb is leaving for the evening, so from here on out, from here on out, Lena, her character will be controlled by Eric, who is currently escorting her to her vehicle for the evening.
That's my board.
Before returning to us to control both Basilixino as well as Lena.
Where's Deborah? She's in her comfy pillows.
She might have done to get Raoul.
Alright, so let us venture forth.
I don't want to stay for too much late. Like, I don't want to stay too late tonight.
Is that a public announcement or are you telling me?
Well, I'm telling you, I mean, if you want to stay, that's fine. But I mean,
That's what I said. Is that a public announcement?
yeah.
Alright, so you all proceed forth onto the road that which you, Darius, and Cilantro, you know to be the grand thoroughfare,
We got this.
the main highway that leads into Murkmire and funnels down into the avenue that leads directly to the Grand Elevator. This is the heart blood road of the city. You proceed out onto it, this grand highway of both merchants incoming and outgoing, carts, caravans, and traders of the like move freely in this area. You hop onto your horses and proceed through this mass, heading northwards outside of the city, or heading northwestern in a northwestern direction outside the city
South.
towards the Timberlaw Peak. A few hours go past, an hour, 2 hours, and at this point, bits of the caravans and bits of the traders have broken off, heading down side roads. This is far too loud. Heading down side roads, proceeding to farmlands and
Lena and Basil.
posts. Guys, leading out to the farmlands and the posts to pick up trade guild goods in the area and bring them back. Another hour or two goes by, and at this point, you guys find yourselves looking at just shy of midday as you travel along the road. And at this point, traffic is far decreased. And off to your west and off to your east, you see like these oddly like geometrically shaped lowlands that sort of level off on different, like literally form off on different levels as they proceed down to the sea. At least off to your east, and off to your west, you see something similar, but in a far more sparse pattern. As off to their west is more is like a break off of the Timberlaw Peak, a portion of it that extends off like a tendril across the land, and it's basically like a really small, super steep mountain range that just proceeds off. With a small crag off to the west that you see is the highway leading off to the southwest. Go ahead and roll a. Well, it doesn't look like it's man-made. I would say intelligence check on that one.
10.
you're still fairly awestruck by the pure majesty of it. These tendrils of mountaintop that just almost arc off this mountain in different pitches, and you know these arcs extend in such a manner that it provides a perfect barrier between the city and the murmuring swamps, except for a small divot that allows for road travel, although not many people go that way.
Alright.
There's an additional road that extends off around the tendrils, and that road, you know, leads to Lenara.
Okie dokie.
So yeah, you guys see the tendrils off to the right, and as you proceed forth, 3 hours passes. The sun has gotten higher in the sky. You find yourself sweating on your horses. For those of you who, I would say Nox and Chiron, how often have you guys ridden horses in your characters' lives? Do you find that do you think you would have ridden horses a lot? Or do you think you would have just
I'm not
like...
there.
I feel like I stole a whole bunch of them.
You're a horse thief?
Thief.
You're a horse thief?
A horse thief?
Horse
You're a horse thief!
Grand Theft
Horse
Equestrian.
Grand Theft Equestrian.
Yeah, that. Grand Theft Equestrian.
Grand Theft Equus.
Equestrian.
Grand Theft Equus V.
Grand Quest Equestrian.
Alright, so you
Stealing
reading a
horse
lot of
would be
horses.
I'm not
His
there.
bean died.
Yeah, me and him weren't there.
You're not going on the... Oh,
Lena.
you're not!
It's Lena.
But to answer your question,
Provacula.
I would imagine that I know how to ride
Might go
horses.
horses.
I mean,
So it's Darius, Rogar, Nox, and Lena. And you all have ridden horses before.
Yes.
I'm an old man, I know.
Alright, so you guys proceed up.
Not this shitty horse I'm riding.
You,
I did my best.
Did it?
and at this point, you find yourselves sitting in front of the foothills, the farmlands that extend out. There's little to no forestry around here. It's almost entirely farms that extend off for a couple levels before hitting what is an actual solid tree line that sits at the very base of the mountain.
Alright, and we reached the spot we're supposed to start investigating?
You have another about an hour, and as you proceed that following hour, you hit a landmark that was described to you in the description of the area, at least what sits on the map, and you proceed up a small dirt road.
How do we want to play this one, gentlemen? Shall we just continue on the road and see if we're ones to disappear too, and we'll find out our troubles that way? Or should we try and gather information at...
I don't know Lena's accent, but Lena goes, I think we should look for some clues.
Yeah, I concur.
Actually, to be perfectly honest, that is how I imagined Lena's voice
Okay, that's
to be in my head.
Southern Belle?
because
Sou-
Jeanette's
Southern-
from Texas.
Southern Belle Lena. Lena Jakaran.
I reckon that we should look for some clues to kind of decipher what is going on here.
Where would we...
That's Oscar worthy right
This
there.
Where should we
this
look
is
for
canon
clues?
now.
It's canon,
Yeah,
dude.
Jeanette has to cheat.
The Nev has to do country for now. Real big country.
I was just rolling for the shits.
Oh, okay.
I sure hope you were, because I was watching you roll.
I rolled a 19, so I'm in good shape. Probably-ish. Beholder comes out on...
So, you guys sit at the crossroads between the road extending forth and the road extending towards your target.
Lena hops off her horse and looks at the ground and starts to look for tracks other than say feet that are humanoid like ours or horses.
Roll a survival check. Go for it, dude. Go for it.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
She does notice tracks. However, they're odd. In that, as she looks upon the tracks that traipse through this road on a regular basis, she sees the deep divots of the horse hooves as they penetrate into the mud. She sees those medium footbeats of humans as they pad along the roadway, still making a divot, but not enough to merit much of a response. And then you see the small imprints of smaller animals, foxes, dogs, cats, bobcats, birds, as they proceed through.
Worms.
But she begins to take notice of a pattern of bare feet, bare humanoid feet, as they make their way through the mud at about a medium clip. But what she sees is that is a transition of sorts as the feet themselves disappear and large animalistic tracks take their place. However, she's unable to identify what kind of tracks those are.
Okay. So she's gonna look at the group and be like, "Hey y'all, I've noticing something a bit odd in these here tracks. If y'all look right here, I have no idea what they might be, but there might be something."
Very clever.
I don't know how far they go, but what I will say is something ain't right.
With his damn track.
Basilic needed a southern accent, goddammit. Oh man. I'm sorry to that.
Shall we follow them?
Can Lena like keep track of them, or if the group wanted to follow them? I don't know if we decide to do, but if the group wanted to keep following, could like Lena and Nox kind of double team it and keep track of it?
For what?
To follow the tracks.
Oh, okay. So.
Because I don't know if like.
So
she
wait,
might
what are you?
lose
I'm
them.
sorry. What are you trying to do with those?
Like the tracks that she noticed were a bit different than everything else.
Yeah.
If we wanted to follow them, could we do it, or like, do I just notice them and lose track of them, or how?
She would have to explain it to you. So.
Because maybe Nox.
I would need Basilic, Nox, and Rogar. I would like you all to roll survival checks. Or no, I'm sorry. Darius.
Nox, and Rogar.
Darius, Nox, and Rogar. Basilic did not go on this.
Good thing.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Damn, man!
17.
Nat 20! Can we get some nat 20 guns in the air, boys?
Rigatone.
Rigatoni.
Yeah,
Rigatone.
That'll be, dude. That should be what our when we get our own like little emojis for the chat, we could get like our rigatoni as our nat 20s. Just get a bunch of rigatonis just splattered across. Unseen Sardine knows what's good. Get that nat 20 in your life. Alright, so who else? What did everybody else roll? We had a nat 20, we had something else?
I got a 13.
17.
13 and a 17. As an experienced ranger, Nox, especially one of a feline persuasion with an adaptation built in for the smells and sights of the wild things of the world.
Yeah.
Hops off his horse, begins examining the tracks, and gets a good feel for them. and he gets a solid feel for where he needs to go. In fact, he has almost a better idea of what you guys are experiencing, more so than Lena. Nox, as you examine the tracks, look at me, Nox. Look at me, Nox. That's my best Gus Fring impression from Breaking Bad. So you he says, "Look at me, Nox. For what? Sorry, what were we talking about?"
We're trying to get our bearing straight because we're trying to find out who the fuck's been abducting people.
Right, so we've spotted those weird tracks. Lena spotted the weird tracks, and we're trying to follow them, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Are you guys all down with following the tracks?
Yeah. No, I brought it up.
So
these are very similar to tracks that might be prescribed to things known as lycanthropes.
What kind of
Nox knows this?
A better one, I think.
Nox knows this, or?
Nox realizes from the transition of the tracks,
Okay. So nobody else knows this.
and you notice that the tracks themselves appear to be those of a bear.
Okay, well, bear lycanthropes are actually usually good. So,
There's no need for us to stay here any longer. Let's go back. If that has something to do
Unseen Sardine, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate the views. Have a great night. Thanks for the follow. In sweet ass motherfucking dreams, my friend.
Did you say that as Nox?
So,
I'm sorry. I'm not following what you're saying here, Nox. What are you trying to say?
I was hoping this had something to do with the Pirate King, but it has not. Everything to do with the
you're not there.
werewolves. Huh?
You're not there, are you?
Who?
Waiter.
I'm the one who's been leading the whole expedition.
Yeah, it's Nox, Lena, Rogar, and Darius.
Okay. Got it.
Nox,
Sorry.
Nox is assisting in the
Who's
tracing
wrong?
of the tracks at this point.
So I turned back to the whole group and I said, hey, let's not do this because it seems to be werewolves and not what we've been here to send for.
Now, I may not talk much, because I never really had nothing good to say.
Hey, Ian.
Sounds like you're fucking. Give me.
No, they're not.
Not in this bit. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Is that an actual noise that just came out of that thing?
I turned it off.
Are
man.
you fucking kidding me, dude? Yo,
Turned it off.
that sounded like some sexual things.
I turned it off.
I
man.
hope not.
Now listen.
That's
I don't know nothing about none of that.
I don't know nothing about no Pirate King, but what I do know is that when you do somebody a favor, they owe you one back in return.
Okay.
Now I don't ever really say much of nothing, but what I will say is that perhaps if we help somebody out here, they might help us out later down the road. That's all I gotta say about that.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
What is?
God, the Nev doesn't follow through on this goddamn accent.
Is
Fucking crazy. Now the only reason I'd say we help these darn folks out here, not because I give a fucking ass about what they are. I'm looking out for our own. That's all I gotta say about that.
I think it's best for us to look out on our own.
Lena
I just
sounds
head
like a
back.
poor representation
Yeah, I
of
agree.
Forrest Gump right now.
I don't know. My
They-
mom
they were-
always.
Mom always said life is like a box of perception checks.
Or we don't automatically assume that the reason people have been going missing is because of this, and we continue to do a bit of research for a little while longer.
I'm for it. I'm cool with that. I don't really want to fight it. I'm
he's also-
co-playing
he's co-playing
Lena.
Lena with me.
Okay, all right.
I don't really.
He's
I
gonna
don't
take care
wanna,
of the. He's gonna take care of the combat. I'm just here for the.
I don't
roleplay.
really want to fight a lycanthrope.
Yeah, at this point, I think we should either go
But
back
like I
or-
said, bear lycanthropes, ursanthropes, let's say,
Orsothrops?
orsothropes
or drops.
are usually not necessarily evil.
Well, I'd much
they're
rather
like-
prefer
they're
to
like-
be evil. I could get along with it better.
Not Team Edward.
I mean, this is
I mean to say that they wouldn't necessarily be a threat just off of.
Well, I'd say we go back or continue for.
I'm just saying we're making a quick assumption. If we want to
Team
make
Jason.
a quick assumption, we're more than welcome.
So y'all just want to leave the bounty as is?
Was the
Jeez, how
bounty
long is
to
this?
solve the problem or find out information?
I mean, if we keep going forward, we might find some information, regardless.
I think we've already found information, haven't we? It's an assumption, but assumption's an assumption.
We might need more clues. What good is an assumption, right?
So then we continue down the road.
If we assume, it makes an ass out of you and me. Now say we take this information back, and we're wrong.
This is Lena talking right now?
Yeah. She doesn't talk much, but when she wants to,
When
talk,
she
she'll
talks,
say
she talks.
something.
She's talking a lot.
She's saying something worthwhile, that's why. Ooh.
I roll a natural 20. We say we go forward.
Alright. Then we go
Wait. I'm sorry. You just rolled something without me telling you to roll it. Just out of curiosity.
I've been rolling all night long.
We're all rolling.
Rolando.
Did you not take a roll before we started this thing? Because I'm currently rolling my tits off right now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're talking about Dungeons and Dragons.
Cheese and crackers. Alright, I can't keep overstepping
We're gonna play war tonight.
Lena's character.
Yes, you are.
I know I am, because she's
She would never ever say any one of those that you just said.
You don't know that?
I do, because I'm slurring my words.
Alright, so.
Are you shook?
If I'm this shook, I'd do it.
What?
So guys, proceed. What are you doing?
I want to swing my axe or go home.
Lena kind of.
I'm saying we're done here. Let's go home.
Puts her hands up and is like, whatever y'all want to do. And just.
This one says it's bullshit. We wasted our time. Let's go home.
At this point, you have not at all done any investigation into disappearances. You have merely gone to a crossroads and identified tracks.
Is
You've
that Rick
identified
Sanchez
tracks.
down there?
Rick Sanchez right
That's
there.
Rick Sanchez down there.
I mean,
What the hell?
I think we should just continue and just keep that in the back of our head.
Down the road.
Start
we go.
investigating.
Usually what she does. Just go ahead.
Can we continue?
I'm the rickinest
Hold
D&D
on. No, we've been tracking
DM in town.
the
We've been
the
talking
steps.
nothing.
So we're literally following the trail of this. Like he rolled a natural 20 on following the trail. I don't even know why we're been having this discussion.
Well, so like.
You rolled a nat 20 to identify the tracks.
Here it is, right?
I thought it was
so,
to follow the track.
So out of character. This is all out of character, right? From what
Oh, it
I've,
was to
from
follow
what
it.
I've,
You're
from
right.
what
You're
I've
right. You are right.
ascertained from the way that the Neb plays Lena is that Lena doesn't ever really speak much. So this whole time, like I've taken Lena and kind of made her my own. At this point, I'm kind of falling back.
I
because
am now rewriting Alina's character for
Yeah,
the purposes
exactly.
of me controlling her.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying at this point is that like the Neb plays Lena quiet for whatever reasons that she plays her quiet. So I kind of have to respect that in terms of her character. So
In
at this
front of
point,
her, at least.
we pointed out the tracks, we found them, we stated what we thought might be good, and that's what Lena's sticking with at this point, and not
Alright.
saying anything.
So hi ho, on our way we go.
And it's between you guys.
Vámonos!
Yeah, so
By the way, for those of you who are not aware, Espanol is the current version of Draconic. So if you ever hear any Spanish being spoken, Draconic is being spoken.
You know they're a hillbilly when they speak Spanish like I speak Spanish.
Es que el nombre bicho, pues aquí estamos aquí haciendo
No,
esta
that's-
mierda y
that's-
entonces no sabemos de lo que pues andamos.
Okay, so that's how
Devil Knight.
kobolds
No,
speak Draconic. Kobolds. Kobolds are the Mexicans of
I
the
just said Jesus Christ. I picture like little draconic people just going,
Es que esta mierda aquí fue. ¿Por qué te vas
and then you got people like Rogar in the corner like peasants.
In their heads, he's like, they don't even say their Z's and their C's like a.
Because Rogar speaks like this.
Jesus.
That's like every time I go
Rogar
to the
speaks
table.
proper Spanish.
Proper Spanish.
Rogar with the guy with the.
It's like every time I
With
go to
their
the dinner
fucking-
table, did you say?
Rogar, you're Rogar.
Las películas.
Every
Tomas.
time I go to the fucking
Tomas.
goddamn table, they're all
Think of
speaking
yourself as like a New World Explorer age.
I can do that, but then if we.
Dude, no, listen,
if we got
listen.
any Spanish
Listen.
viewer, they'll hate
New World Explorer age Spanish nobleman.
That's you.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah, well,
You just like
I know
you're
some
like
Spanish.
you
like I
trade
said,
you like acquire and trade spice across this like new world,
Spanish spice.
and then you and your family exports it and all that stuff. So you're part of this,
Yeah.
that sounds a
their
lot like
choice.
my
but
real story. But any Spanish out there,
hey guys,
I'm not. Yeah, that's my.
no, we're not saying he is that. We're saying he acts in a similar way as
Too
to one
typical
as a somebody
Spanish.
who would be in that
Laundry
role.
that
Then see, I will definitely speak like this.
Oh my God! Yes, please,
Speak
thank
like
you.
this
And the shh.
and this.
Let's from the name of tonight's episode is the night we got Tomas to start speaking with a lisp.
To start speaking.
It's not zapatos. It's zapatos.
Zapato.
The shoes?
Por favor.
Pants.
Spanish are slithering.
So we
Slytherin?
follow that.
All right, guys. Hey.
R.
Back in.
So, you guys are standing at the crossroads. You've identified the tracks as some sort of lycanthrope that proceeds off in the direction of where the disappearances are said to have taken place. However, you are not at the place where the disappearances have taken place. You're merely standing at a crossroads where you located some tracks. What are you doing from here on out?
I'm following the trail.
Okay.
I'm literally gonna continue.
So Darius,
If he knows the trail for, like, the lycanthrope, then we should be following that.
Darius, Nox, and Lena begin following the tracks that Nox has pointed out and is clearly laid out. And those of you who are able to identify these tracks, pretty much everybody at this point are able just to follow them rather precisely. They proceed up on a road leading towards the foothills. Eventually, the tracks split off.
Both crackling.
However, you notice that not only did they split off, but they also split back from the split off and proceed further up the road. However, at the split off, they appear to go down towards a road leading towards a series of buildings built upon one of these farming terraces.
Yeah, we're gonna. Obviously, I think the best thing for us to do is go to the village and ask them about the disappearances.
Lena just nods.
Gentlemen,
Sir,
And lady.
disagreements, agreements.
I agree.
Gentleman and lady.
We continue to track down. Like,
Yeah, let's go back.
you want to just go?
Yes.
Okay. I think we head back to the city.
You dip and go back to Merkmeyer?
That's what he's saying.
No, I'm saying we investigate this further, my lord.
All right.
So the bounty was to figure out what is causing the disappearances, and it was basically in the fine print that if it's malicious, kill it. Otherwise consult local constabulary.
It's obviously malicious. People are going missing. My question is, as I stated before we headed out, while I was still in the warehouse with all of you, I don't really find this to be worth our time, other than we feel like doing something. I'm no paladin, I don't know about you, but I'm not in anything for the greater good. I'm in it for my greater good, but the greater good? Pah! So the choice is yours. At this point, I'm here in it for a couple more pieces of gold. Otherwise,
we are rich as fuck.
I still have that cask.
Let's go.
The cask is still there.
Yeah. Do you agree? Yeah, he does. So let's go.
Right,
So instead of dealing with the bounty, you guys are going back to the city?
I'm putting my vote in for I don't give a shit what we do. I want to just be doing something.
Nice.
Ian?
Ian! Ian. Do you want to go investigate further and potentially slaughter some things in the foothills that are causing disappearances, or do you want to go back to the city and drink wine instead and not make any gold off of it?
Well,
Can I say something?
that was my first thought, is I want to go back, but now that you said it that way, I want to go.
Thank you.
I want to go back out into the foothills. I want to see if there's anything we can discover from all this bullshit that we went out here to go in the first place. We bought these goddamn horses.
That's true, you bought the goddamn horses.
They're not ours.
The gods
They are,
damned
sir.
horses.
Alright, so we kill the horses? Let me go.
Well,
No, we'll ride a horn back.
What?
even if we were gaining XP from our kills, we'd gain like 4 XP from killing horses. So it's like...
Alright, let's fight. Let's go do this thing.
Alright, we go into the village, and we see how we're greeted. If we're not greeted, we look for a village.
Alright, so you turn off the road and head off to the split. You clopper all along the trail that's doesn't seem to be frequented by horses as much. It's a lot of foot traffic as you continue to follow the tracks, but you do every now and then see that ursine paw print placed upon the mud, deep enough to make a noticeable mark. You continue along the path until you eventually reach a small farmstead. And it is at this point that your horses begin to neigh in dismay. As you reach the farmstead, the horses seem entirely adverse to being in this area. I need all of you to go ahead and roll a animal handling check to see if you can maintain the control of the horses.
16 from me.
Okay.
Well,
Nice.
you have to go back home.
So,
18.
Deneb got, or Lena got 21.
I roll a 5.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. So all of you who rolled under a 15, raise your hands. Solo lo rogas en antro.
Bye, horse. You will
As the
take-
rest of you, your horses reel back. As you hear a slight rasp across the wind and the mist of this farmstead that seems to be somewhat abandoned at this point. The horses rear back, but you maintain. However, Rogar Cilantro, still a little hungover from 2 days past.
I let that bitch go.
The horse rears and he's like, "Whoa!" And then immediately just falls off the back of it, landing on the ground behind him. The horse jumps and kicks and just trots off back in the direction from the way you came. He doesn't run, he just like he just kind of quick foots off.
I'm gonna
Bye, horse.
dismount, tie my horse to a tree.
Okay. And as you dismount, you proceed off to the nearest tree. I need you to roll a perception check. Just him.
Just him?
14.
14. The nearest tree is this gnarled ass dead thing that just sits on the edge of the property. And as you proceed up to it, you just see, as you tie off, that the next closest tree happens to be dead as well. And as you look on, the next one is dead. And the next one. And all the trees surrounding the farmstead that you are currently occupying appear to be dead.
I believe there's a blight upon this land.
You say as you proceed back to the group and say this to them.
Can Lena take a second and scan for favorite enemy?
She may. Which favorite enemy is she looking for?
She's going to look for undead. Is one of hers.
Go ahead and roll. What is it? Detect enemy?
Yeah.
She doesn't need to roll for that, I guess. What's her spell? What's the spell?
Her spell.
Hold on, I got this.
There's like a range on it.
Yeah, I've got it bookmarked. Give me 1 second. So for detect favorite enemy, choose a type. You have primeval awareness. That's what I'm trying to do. So she's going to expend a spell slot, first level spell slot, to focus on the region around her up to 6 miles.
Okay.
And just check to see if there's any undead within 6 miles.
She's exclusively looking for undead.
That is it. Nothing other
Within
than
6 miles?
Mm-hmm.
She focuses. The world passes, but out of her vision, and all that remains is a gray, almost grid-like formation of the world around her.
Mm-hmm.
Within 6 miles, she does detect that there are undead. There is an undead presence. It appears to be deep beneath the mountain, well below the surface of the earth.
Away from where they are?
Away from where you are.
Okay.
It, that is exclusively where it appears to be, though.
Right. Okay.
And at this point, you guys have traveled, what, 4 hours?
Mm-hmm.
So you're well... Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's all you detect.
Okay. So she'll look at the group and basically tell them, like, within any proximity of where they are,
Yeah.
there doesn't seem to be any undead, but she does detect some undead way out in the mountains, underneath the ground. That's all she detected. So.
What if it's an undead mountain?
Yeah, I'm not finding
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I don't think I want to fight that one.
I don't think I can take it, man. I'll try.
No, I'll do it for some money.
Alright, so let's proceed into this town. This not so good looking town.
You all proceed forth. I imagine. Is everybody proceeding forth?
I am.
You proceed forth. Are you heading... You were heading towards a particular property, right?
Yeah, we were heading towards, like... Well, we were heading down the main thoroughfare
Yeah.
of this ominous-ass town. Like a bunch of dummies.
You proceed up. Buildings appear on the sides, poking out of the mist that seems to settle on the area from the mountain. You continue forth until reaching the small square built in the area that serves as the central market and central trade area for these small farms that sit along the terrace. They're entirely covered in mist, and there's not a soul in sight.
Let's go back.
Let's start a fire.
I think maybe we should find somewhere to call a warehouse or a base or something first.
Well, we're gonna burn everything down.
In the meantime, we need somewhere to stay.
The tree line.
Seems a bit out in the open, dear.
Well, I'm not gonna sit in a house and I'm gonna light on fire.
We can light it on fire after we're done with it.
Okay, that house is our base. Let's light the other ones on fire.
Let's say we do it.
I'll crack out a few torches. Here we go, gents.
Do you have a source of starting fires?
Our adventurers pack?
Rogar can start.
Oh yes. So
Who do I-
Rogar, do you
That counts as an action. I'm not cool with it. I have some torches from my.
do you get a breath spell attack on a short rest?
I don't know.
What do you need to do to get it back? Do you need a short rest or a long rest?
I think he needs a long
That sounds extreme.
Yeah, it's a long rest.
I think it is a long rest also. But I'm also you passed it. It's near the front.
So in the dungeon
There it
years
is.
back, I don't have anything to light this
I think
shit
it's the
up
next
with.
page. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he has flint.
I say we
Oh,
call it
there's-
for the night. I gotta.
Yeah. No. We're yeah.
No,
We have flint. We have flint and steel, so we can light.
All right.
torches.
So
Hold
you.
up. Let me see what Lena's got. Lena has 10 torches
Yeah.
and a tinder
me
box.
too. I was
It's
like,
a short or long rest.
Okay, so it is a short. So it's like a half hour. You can get your breath back. But so yeah. So you guys. Rogar doesn't use his breath. However, like as he's about to do it, like he's like, "Oh yeah, of course," and he goes and as he's about to blow it, Lena like slaps his head away, and she's like, "No, no, don't waste that shit."
You don't have to do that.
You ain't got
And she
do all that,
she
huh?
like says, she's like, "Hold this," and she just.
Just hold this stick right here, and I'll take care of the rest, my dear.
Muggles.
And she cops a flame on there and starts a steady burn. And as you guys pass it between your torches, you turn and head towards the town, ready to light things ablaze. And it is at that point, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between, that we call tonight's episode. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate ya. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that follow button on Twitch, please. That's the best way to support us. Yeah, we have a Discord channel. Go ahead and check us out if you want to do some out-of-game style chats with the crew. What else?
Lena has a southern accent now.
Lena has a southern accent now.
That is a fact, my dears.
Tune in Sunday night for War Gods Hold, which will be a separate game, separate campaign.
Basilisk might make an appearance within the week.
Basilisk might make an appearance, but basically, it's a Crucible-style campaign where we go level by level through a deadly encounter. So join us
That wouldn't kill us
if you want to have a. It's a pretty chill Sunday evening. It's a couple dudes. We just play the game.
I'm off on Sunday night.
Will that kill us if we played and we died in game?
No. War Gods Hold is to be a part of War Gods Hold, you will have to have been dead IRL or no. Dead in your campaign. Because technically, the War Gods Hold, the secret of the War Gods Hold, or at least the secret that has been revealed so far, is that the War Gods Hold happens to be a arena located in some portion of the upper heavens for the purposes of heroic and
That's badass.
combat efficient souls to fight amongst each other and fight amongst enemies of different types and levels.
Well, if Bassett doesn't make it in, then
Um,
Eric very well might make it one day.
So yeah, like I said, go ahead and hit that follow button. Tune in on Sunday.
Do it.
Check out
Yeah.
Street 2 for gameplay, action, video games and stuff.
Oh yeah. check
We
out
gonna
check
link
out
it all
Urk
into
to
one.
Merc.
Link it all into one.
Urk to Merc.
At some point, we gotta work out a way to like make it all one thing. Maybe.
No. Well, you have to be a partnered streamer to set up a stream team,
Yeah.
which really irks my buns.
We'll make it happen.
But yeah, no, we're gonna get everything interconnected. I'm actually considering in the near future to start my own solo video game streams. So if you guys like games other than D&D, go ahead and tune in for that. Urk to Merc plays a lot of Overwatch on PS4.
Overwatch got some Call of Duty World War II now.
I believe he has got stuff in chat.
Yeah.
But we'll also, we'll post a little link for people's other streams and whatnot. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful rest of your night for those of you on other coasts. And from all of us here at Lords of Verathis, we fucking love you.
Y'all stay tuned now.
Y'all stay tuned now.
Y'all stay tuned now.
Take it easy, guys. And ladies and everything in between.